Before we kick things off, I want to take a moment to show some love to everybody in Los Angeles. It's been devastating to see the fires wreak havoc on the city and the people. Our heart goes out to all the people whose lives have been affected by this tragedy. To those who have lost loved ones, lost their homes, including some people that I know personally. I'm sure we all know some people personally. Member of our 7 p.m. family, JJ Redick. Please know we're thinking about you guys. And also shout out to the first responders fighting those fires and keeping everybody safe. I know LA is going to come back from this. Stay strong. Peace. Welcome to 7 p.m. in Brooklyn. The beautiful thing about our new setup for season 2 is that every week features a different vibe. As y'all know, as we know, we have a rotating cast this season. Everybody got a lot going on, busy schedules. So whenever you can do shows with most of the family, you got to do it. So with that said, I'm Carmelo Anthony here with my co-host.
Yo, it's your boy, the Kid Mero, the human direct fly, baby. I'm back. You know what I'm saying? Calm down in the comments. I see what y'all saying. We here. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it wavy.
Well, speaking of wavy, the wave guard, Rudy Gay. Allow me to reintroduce myself. You know what I mean?
What's up, y'all? Monica McNutt, consumer of basketball at large.
Pow.
Oh. Okay. You know
All right, come back to me.
Listen, man, this is a Wave Sports Entertainment original. It's presented by FanDuel. If you didn't know, get to know. The official sports betting partner of the NBA. This guy's slick. You know what I'm saying? Squad is almost all here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kaz. You know what I'm saying? Young Agusi and Rice. You know what I mean? How we doing, gang?
Hey, we good. We good. We back. We back, baby. We back.
Officially 41 games last night, halfway through the NBA season. I booked my all-star vacation.
Ooh, you locked in, so you made the all-star game.
Okay.
I like that.
Let's get a champ, buddy.
You bought your ticket. What's up with yourself? You know what I mean?
Oh, man, I'm out here, you know what I'm saying, getting busy, you know, doing what I do, you know. The Kid Mero, Victory Lane Entertainment, you know what I'm saying? Productions, all that good stuff, you know. I'm rubbing my jeans all crazy because that's me. You know what I mean? Wheeling and dealing in my brain. You know what I mean? Can't talk about it too much. You know what I mean? Until the ink is dry and all that good stuff. But we out here working, man. And this is part of that work. You know what I'm saying? Which I love it. You know what I mean? So every time I get to link up with y'all, man, this is like Clubhouse shit.
I like this show today. I like this show today.
We're just kicking it. You know what I mean?
I like this show today. This is
so
a
we
good
did, champ. You know what I'm saying?
I'm ready for the show. I'm ready for this. I like this episode today.
Yeah.
I'm excited about this one. Yeah. We got some new segments we introducing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, man, we got the wave guard over there.
Hey, shout out to United Rivers. United Rivers, and this is my collection right here.
To the wave guard and all that.
You know?
We're gonna expand the horizon for our guy Rudy.
You look good, you play good, man.
I like that.
All right.
Like that.
Hell yeah.
Like
okay, the wave guy came through. You see the head spinning. You know what I'm saying? Listen, let's jump right into it, man. We got the whole gang is here. Shout out to Kaz, you know what I'm saying? We miss you, gang.
Yeah.
But let's get right into it. After sitting out for 2 months due to a hamstring injury, Zion is finally back on the court. It was short-lived because, I didn't mean to chuckle. It was just after one game back, they suspended him for violating their team policies. At least he's not hurt. He was reportedly late for the team flight and multiple practices. So
multiple.
If he's not getting hurt,
You can chuckle because he's a joke.
He's getting suspended. Yeah. This is the guy, the next coming, the next, you know what I mean? The generational boo, boo, boo. How, okay, pros.
She kicked it off.
Listen.
How does he, Monica, talk to me. How does he get out of his own way? How does he stop shooting himself in the foot?
He needs to get like a tutor, right? A handler, somebody that's like, this is the schedule, this is what we're eating, this is what we're doing. If he can't trust himself to do it, he legit should hire somebody to keep him on track. What is it, 4 years now? We've been waiting for this promise to be fulfilled.
Yo.
Right? And then you want to do highlight dunks during your rehab, do a dunk, come out of game, and then get suspended for dumb shit. Like, what? He has not played more than 50 games yet. I don't think.
Total?
In a season.
Total?
Oh,
yeah,
damn.
The fact that you even thought about total.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, and 50 is generous because I don't want to, I think it's closer to 40, but like, what are we doing? I missed the best of my time traveling with the Knicks because I'm an idiot and like, I'm not important. But like, everything is set up for you to succeed, bro.
Yeah. Being late to the bus, I'll give it perspective a little bit. Being late to a bus it happens. You know what I'm saying? Like if you consistently late to the bus, then it's a problem. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
He must have been late a lot of times.
He's saying, yes.
But like not even what they saying. Like you gotta be late a lot of times. Like just not no 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You 30 minutes or more late.
Yeah.
Multiple times. So where they like, yo, fuck that. Like
the hour late is crazy.
Yeah.
And this
An hour late is crazy, shit.
Willie Green.
The hour late is crazy.
It don't matter who you
For a
are.
bus?
An hour late is crazy.
That's
It don't matter who you
crazy.
want to
You're
take,
not
bro,
even
yeah.
you're not even paying attention or trying to. You don't even care. At that
That's
point.
what. And to be like, tell me, y'all probably know him better than I do, but Willie Green,
Mhm.
players guy,
Yes.
right? Like, like this is not the authoritarian crazy coach. Like
Nah.
you have pushed it at this point.
Yeah, it's just it's either you don't give a fuck, which I don't want to say that you don't give a fuck. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. You don't give a fuck, or you just pissing on the territory and you're just saying, fuck it, yo, this is my way of saying, get me out of here.
Mm.
Right? If a player want to get out of there, get them out of there. Like, I don't know why is that so.
I mean, we
Like,
talked
get
about
them
it.
out of there. Like, trade them.
We talked about it like Jimmy said it in the NFL, Tyreek said it. Players just come out and say it now. If Zion want to get out of there, why don't he just say, yo, get me the
This
fuck
is
out
the
of here?
other side of like,
Yeah.
this is like the dark side to player empowerment, right? Like we fought for player empowerment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Taking a stance and sitting in lockouts and sitting across these owners and really figuring out the business of this
I
game.
don't even think it's that though, because he don't even have the resume to
That
do
part.
that. Like, yo, Zion, put the camera on me, please. Zion, we are waiting. The NBA needs you. They need you just to do what you're supposed to do.
I got a rebuttal to that.
Just know we are waiting. Like everybody in our era or a little past our era is getting older. We need him. We
Yes.
need him.
He was supposed to be it.
So my
All we
rebuttal
need
to
you to
that.
do is show up on time,
Yes.
be in shape,
Yes.
and play basketball, which is all three things you get paid for.
Absolutely.
Now, you could talk and go crazy or whatever. We can deal with that if you're playing basketball, but you're not playing basketball.
I agree. My rebuttal to what you said, like with Zion, everybody always, for my opinion, everybody kind of always coveted him,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like he don't have the resume. That's why I say I have a rebuttal. He don't have the resume that we all would be looking for, that we think where he should be at this point in his career.
Right.
But he has the star power, right? So when you have the star power, everything else comes with that. Inside that organization got to be some real conversations with this man. Do you want to be here? If you want to be here, we got to figure this shit out. But what you doing, being hour late, that shit is unacceptable. Like at the end of the day, you got to be accountable. You got to hold yourself accountable. And niggas on your team got to hold you accountable.
Right.
Like it shouldn't be the coaches or the front office. Like it's niggas on your team should be holding you accountable.
Beat you up in the locker room, shit.
Nah, not that, nigga. You come on. You supposed to be the face of this organization, nigga. Like what we doing
Man,
here?
he
That's the other thing.
Hold on,
he's
time out.
he's 6'5", 290 though.
Come on.
So there ain't too much you could do.
Yeah, right.
You don't think these
You
conversations
know
are
what I
being
mean? You
had?
can try them, but
You don't think these conversations are being had already?
I think it's listen. I think it's passive conversations being had with him. I don't think it's my nigga. What the fuck are you doing? Like I don't think it's those
Right.
conversations. Like who's over there that's gonna have those conversations?
Player to player.
Like CJ McCollum, I have those conversations with him. Like, but CJ will have them more behind the scenes and explain to him, yo, why are you fucking up? I'm sure CJ have done that. There's nobody there that's
I mean, you had Garrett Temple before that, and he the professional vet. You know what I mean?
man, ain't nobody there. Zion, get your fucking ass in the gym, nigga. Like nobody's applying pressure to him like
Right.
that.
But why somebody got to do that?
At this point,
You shouldn't, but
you have
if
to.
you want to get like if he doesn't see it, you got to make him see it.
He's an investment.
He's an investment.
He's an
right.
investment.
He
He
is
is.
frustrating. That's what he is.
He's
very
frustrated.
I feel you. Okay, so then this is something that has always fascinated to me because we all know he's got the natural gifts, abilities, enthusiasm, could be the franchise player. But how much of the league at large, bigger picture, is guys that are naturally talented
Yes.
versus guys that actually want to work and are not enamored with the lifestyle.
Yes.
Because all I see is a dude that's trying to cap on the lifestyle, got a sneaker, like he got his one contract. He got plenty of money with the one contract. He ain't trying to get another contract the way he rolling.
Yeah, but no, I will say this, bro.
It looks like he's content to me.
Yeah,
That's the shit,
and Melo,
though.
this is what I'm saying. We've all been frustrated before.
Right.
Yeah.
All been frustrated, but I've seen you do it. You might have seen me like do it. Not do this, but be frustrated somewhere. That shouldn't affect
The play.
the product.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you like, that's why you hire people, handle whatever. But you gotta do what you gotta do to like continue your career. It's your career. It's not your agents. It's not the GMs. So like, you know, like I said, camera back on me, Zion. Get right. Come holler at us. 7 p.m. in Brooklyn.
We gotta like it's people gotta be honest with Zion. Like you gotta be honest with you. Like you taking this shit for granted. Like you taking this as a joke. And I know you can't control the injuries and all of that.
Right.
But it's certain shit you can do to prevent some of those injuries. Right? So are you locking in? Are you really doing what you need to do to take care of your body, right? To be a professional athlete that we want you to be? Like are you disciplined enough? Right? Or are you just satisfied? Or are you just so fed up with New Orleans that you're ready to get to, go breathe again somewhere else? If that's the case, let people know that. Don't be fucking up and coming an hour late to the bus. Yeah. Again, we've been late to buses. We've been late to planes. Like everybody has done that. Yeah. But when when it's feel like you taking advantage of that, that's what niggas got a problem with. And if you're not having that if nobody on that team is having that conversation, that's where the shit starts at.
Right.
I don't have his contract in front of me, but we obviously talked on the pod about the situation with Jimmy. Jimmy's older than Zion. But to me, and tell me if I'm tripping, he's running out of room. Like he's running out of runway to fulfill this promise.
To be at that
Zion.
To be at that
Zion.
level of what we expect,
Right, because y'all talking about star power, right? Because the resume is not there. Like numerically, data talking about games played, etc. But the star power is there. Like you said, he got his own sneaker. You know what I'm saying? He got situations on social media, all that. You know what I mean? All the makings of a superstar. When does that run out? You know what I'm saying? If you're not performing.
I'm going to tell you when it run out.
Do you become like Ben Simmons, dog? Where like it's like you and me?
Nah, I don't think so. But what's going to end up happening is because of his star power and what his brand and what they created and what he's created around him, right? All of these other businesses comes along with that, right? You see Brand Jordan jump out there, you know what I mean? It's all of that energy. Now it comes a point in time where you got to look at it as a brand now and say, hold up. It's been 5 years, right? It's like we putting a lot of money into your brand. It's been 5 years. Like, yeah, your shoes, but I don't know about if your shoe is still, you know what I mean? I don't know.
You haven't worn them shits enough.
No, for real.
Right, but that's where they coming. I'm saying that in the most respectful way because the shoe industry is just, it's all, you know what I mean? It's like the music industry at this point.
Oh yeah.
Right? So it's like, get it how you get it, but you are somebody who was staple as a performance player, an athlete with Brand Jordan. Like now I'm sure they thinking like, hold up, like
with
what
no
are
performance.
That don't track. Them brands don't match.
Nah, they don't.
I'm sure they looking at that.
Yeah, his next one.
Right, but I don't
contract.
want that to happen to him. Yeah. So my point is lock the fuck in.
Right.
Because those conversations are being had in these different buildings and your name is starting to go further and further and further and further down the list. And you don't want that. Like, you don't want that.
Them shoes stop moving. You know what I'm saying? Listen, hey, Coach Mero, Coach Mero's in the building. Let me tell you what I see a lot of in the gym. I see a lot of John Morant's in the gym, dog. I see a lot of John Morant sneakers in the gym. And not a lot of Zion Williamson joints. You know what I'm saying?
Stop moving?
Yeah, dog. You know what I'm saying? They all about John.
Get right, man. He got to get right. I thought he was on the right path, though. You know what I'm saying? Like he was getting right. He had a chef. They sent him to Portland and go get right. Like, he was right. I just don't know where it went left.
They say you gained 30 pounds when you throw his shoes on. So
no, they had a run at the headquarters in them. I did not like them.
Not the Iron Man boots, man. That's
shoes
crazy.
come with 30 pounds.
They are heavy because he's heavy.
My son gotta get his shit together, man.
They are heavy.
Yeah.
He gotta get his shit together.
They gotta be strong enough to sustain him jumping.
They're heavy. I'm trying to tell you.
I don't think the court is, bro.
This is sad.
You know what I'm saying?
He gotta get it together.
That's at the end of the day,
sad.
I just get his shit together. Like you just gotta say, you know what, I really want this.
Yeah.
Because right now you're not showing it.
Like he can't stay.
Then
I'm cool, but the actions say I'm cool.
He have to live with that though.
All right, and then
Like he gotta sleep at night. He gotta think about, being this and not kind of panning out to what you were supposed to be.
Right.
Good thing is you still young. You super young. You know what I mean? He's young.
But Melo, the league ain't gonna wait for him.
No.
It's on him. It's on him.
It's on him.
They want
That's
to
why I
find
said
somebody
it's on
else.
him.
He still got time to turn
Cooper
around.
Flag. You got about 3 months. Cooper
Flag right around the corner.
Cooper
He is
Flag.
there.
Okay, part 2 of this though. GM Melo, GM Rudy Gay. Would you add him to your roster if
I
you want to
would.
be?
You fucking right.
Where?
I would.
With all of this nonsense?
I
wouldn't add him.
Yes.
He gonna cost a whole bunch and he not gonna play.
Nah, I know. This is the
You
energy.
personally would go in there and
this
get
is
him
the
ready?
energy. From what I'm saying,
That's it. That's what has to happen.
this is the
Yeah.
energy that tells me he's no longer committed to New Orleans.
Mm.
I'm done. I don't want to be here no more. I think he's frustrated at being injured. He don't know how to handle the shit. I don't think he got nobody around him to help him handle the shit. Like, even though we talk about a grown ass man, like you still need that as a professional. You still need that. And
So-
I don't think he's getting that.
So he's been frustrated since day one?
Nah, I think
One more time.
now
Say one more
he
time.
wasn't doing the antics since day
Didn't
one.
he get hurt
Is this
first though?
antics?
He got
I don't
hurt,
even know if it's
in
antics, bro.
Summer League. I was there. It was the year. It was 2 earthquakes in Summer League.
I don't know if it's
we can't
antics at
control
this
that
point.
though. He can't control. He can't
So is that
control
a
the
domino
injuries.
effect?
Soft tissue
Like-
injuries.
He got to get his shit together.
He can control his weight.
That's what I'm saying. It's on him. It ain't on nobody else.
He can control
But
it.
think about it like this.
that
yeah.
energy, he needs to get out. If he want to get out of there, get out of there.
I'd rather him say that than what he's doing.
Okay, you
Or
train for
say I
him?
want to be here, and I got to get my shit together, but I want to be here.
Gracious Melo is
He
trading
being
for him.
real gracious because I done
That's
seen
the
you
best
get
of peace
booed
guy.
at home and all that stuff.
And
You
I
still go out there,
but what I
did
still
you still out there
did,
go out there and get buckets?
I still played.
I know.
I use
So why you-
basketball as a therapy. He ain't using basketball as therapy.
He's using the fork.
Beignets. Beignets.
Why you so gracious? And you've been through the same thing.
I understand what he's dealing with.
No, you don't.
I do understand what he's dealing with.
Thank you. I'm
Nah, I
struggling with how
understand what
it's the
he's
same.
dealing with.
But, so
I
how
understand
about
what he's
this?
dealing with.
Melo had a chubby season too. He got he lost his weight.
Season is crazy.
Yeah, I was injured, 2 torn shoulders
And you
and shit, and I
lost your
still
weight.
played.
But okay.
And I locked the fuck in.
So
to
y'all
get back right.
y'all both been injured.
Yeah, that chubby season.
Chubby season is crazy.
Chubby season was crazy.
If y'all both played, y'all both obviously have been injured in a way that has taken y'all off the court.
Right.
Doesn't that affect you mentally though? Could that
Yes.
be part of it? Where it's just like, yo, you know what, man? I
I would
can't
agree
do
with you.
this. I
would
can't
agree
do
with
that.
But I'm gonna say something else because to that point, he came back doing windmill 360s.
That's what. Thank you.
Yeah, you get what I'm
You
saying?
want to play or be a highlight?
When you play,
They still
this is
playing
why
that
I'm bringing him on
highlight,
my team because when you play,
They need it.
you are an issue. You are a problem. You unstoppable when you play.
When you play,
So this is why I'm taking him on my team. I'm taking him on my team. It's unfortunate that we got to deal with the money side of it. Like we got to deal with the money side of
No,
it.
but it's not even just the money. Think about it, right? Let's go. We all in the same front office. We traded for this guy.
Right.
Right? History says he's not been available and he's not necessarily as committed physically as we would want.
Yes.
Now I got 11 other dudes who are like, we moved the house to bring this guy here. That's gotta be hitting on the entire locker room. It becomes
Yes.
then a domino effect.
Absolutely, which is why I said, why nobody is saying this to this nigga in
I
that
don't
locker
believe
room?
they not saying that. I just don't believe that.
Why do you think they saying that?
just don't believe they not
They
saying
made
it.
rules for him. He can't get an award,
yep.
because of like the whole league can't do it because of him. He came in, played 15 games, and made the All-Star game. Like you know how I feel about that.
Yeah, I know.
You know how I feel about
I know.
that. But that's the whole thing. Like, yo, he plays enough to get what he wants, and then is done.
I think it's to a point where now niggas in the team is like, man,
Exactly.
right. So you gotta get him out of there. Is what I'm trying to say.
Dang,
I wouldn't trade
let me
for
tell you
him.
something.
Wait a minute, you
on
didn't
that
say you
team,
wouldn't
they do
trade him?
not
I
care.
wouldn't
They
trade
like,
for him.
oh, he ain't playing. I'm
You
gonna
wouldn't
get
trade
off.
for him?
I would not trade for Melo. He don't want to play ball at the NBA level. He
If I'm on that
don't.
team, I'm like, yo,
wanna play
I'm
at the-
going
what
to play.
Zion for a second round pick.
I don't think you want to play. If that's the deal, fine. But that's not
he
going to be
wanna
the
play.
deal.
I'm not. He want to play. He want to play. He want to
All
play.
right.
They should put him.
Maya Angelou said,
My bad. I want to hear that.
He want to play.
when people, no, she didn't say that. She said, when people show you who they are, believe
Believe
them.
him. That's a fact.
You sure that was Maya Angelou?
I sound right.
That sound like a Wu-Tang. That sound like Great Paul or something. But
I agree, man. I think we all can, agree that Zion need to get his shit together.
Agreed.
Like at the end of the day,
And
it ain't on nobody else.
Yeah.
It ain't on Jordan Brand. It ain't on.
We want you to win, champ.
It ain't.
We do.
It ain't.
it ain't.
No.
Because you give him a lot of grace.
I'm giving him a lot of grace because I believe in the kid.
We love you, dog.
Okay.
I just want to get his fat ass in
listen,
shape. Like,
speaking of somebody that's not getting no grace, Ant Edwards is getting fried up by the NBA with fines, bro. $50K for making obscene gestures towards a game official was one. You know what I'm saying? He got $100,000 for cussing in the post game one time. He's been fined enough to buy a house in Texas that is well appointed. You know what I'm saying? Over $200,000 this season. Is the NBA trying to send a message, bro? Is they trying to say like, yo, we not with this? Are they Allen Iversoning him?
No.
Where it's just like, yo, bro, you gotta, we don't want this.
No.
Or like, yo, you gotta switch how you moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, also, is the league putting too much pressure on him? Because it's, bro, I kind of fuck with Ant Edwards as is. You know what I'm saying? So like, is the league looking at him like, yo, this is the next dude? So listen, you got to cut it out. Listen, Anthony, you're next up.
Is this Barack or Adam? Who are you trying to
Stop hanging out with the guys. Stop with all that crazy stuff. Stop cussing in the post games. We need you to stop doing all that bullshit.
all this stuff comes on the court.
Yeah.
Yelling, screaming,
So you know
flexing.
what that
Well, huh?
Y'all speaking code. What's happening?
No, I'm just saying,
Dude,
like, yo,
I'm trying
I
to-
said this earlier, man. Like, yo, the league, we need you guys. We need you guys. And Ant is one of the best players in the league, hands down. Hands down. But with that comes a responsibility. Man.
True indeed.
With that comes a responsibility. The league is going to, like, you're going to get wherever you're going. Physically, on the court, you're going to get wherever you want to go. But if they, you gotta, if you want to be the face of the league, you want to push this league forward, you gotta
It's responsibility.
come along the lines of the people that came before you, the Melos, the Bronze, the Kobe's, all those people. Like, yo, this was the Jordans. Like, we talking about some real, real basketball players, man. That, you know what I mean? And I don't think it's his fault because he's young. He's really young. He's really young. How old is that?
Did you see the
22?
clip?
But this is basketball
Right,
we
he
talking
get
about.
double bird on the bench. What's his name? His teammate Joe Ingles had to be like, put your hand down, bro. He ain't that young.
Ain't just in the he don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, but
You got to, though.
so it's two different not giving a fuck.
Right.
You got Ant not give a fuck, that's gonna not give a fuck and go out there and play ball and do whatever the fuck he wanna do and perform.
You're right.
And then you got Zion not give a fuck. Right? And his not giving a fuck is not locking in and not taking this shit serious. Like, those are the two
say
not giving a
Ant?
fuck. No, Zion.
Ant,
The two is two
yeah.
different not give a fuck.
Yeah.
Ant not give a fuck is becoming highlighted and viewed and magnified because the play, the winning is not there. When you're winning, all that we accept everything.
It's
Everybody
funny when
accept
you win.
everything. You
It's funny.
that shit. Oh, Ant, we love Ant. We love him.
The fire.
When now your team ain't winning, your team not winning as y'all probably want to be winning. You're trying to figure out new rotations, new people coming into the lineup. Like, shit is different now, right? The scout report is on you,
Right.
even though you are that guy. So now you gotta figure it out too. As a league, figure you out. You gotta always stay one step ahead of the league in these teams. And I just think Ant gets frustrated at times because he's starting to feel like, nigga, this shit is on your shoulders. It ain't on Cat's shoulder. It ain't on your Rudy Gobert shoulder. It ain't on Julia's shoulders.
How you laugh, bro?
It's on your shoulders, and I believe he want that pressure, but it's like the not giving a fuck is not going to work. So now you got to tone it down a little bit. You see they after you,
Yeah.
right? You see they looking at everything you doing. Dumb it down a little bit. I'm not saying not be yourself, but
It's
dumb
growing
it down.
pains though. Like, let's see what's next. It's not
100K
about.
is crazy.
it's
Honey,
not-
I don't give a fuck how much
I
money you
know.
earn.
I know that's a lot. But
So,
we
that's
got to see
$500,000 in fines.
where he go from this.
That's $500,000 in fines.
Where he go from this?
That's
Because it's
crazy.
growing
That's
pains.
crazy.
How old is Ant?
23.
What?
Yeah, he's still wild.
That's why I give these niggas grace. You ask me why I give them grace? Because I was a 23-year wild nigga. This is what I'm trying to say. I was the John
But you hooped.
I was the John Morant, and I was the and I was the anti-NBA and play. I was that.
Stop snitching.
Oh, stop. I know all of that. So this is why I give these young niggas grace, because I was young. These niggas is young, right? Ja, for an example, still young, but he's hooping. Ant is still hooping. Zion is not hooping.
That's the problem.
That's the issue over here. So it's a lot of not give a fucks in the NBA today. Right. In sports, period, though. There's a lot of not give a
for sure, definitely.
But it's like when you don't give a fuck and you're not committed and you're not locked into your craft, like you are professional, man. Like you supposed to be the best nigga. Like it's supposed to have been after Braun, nigga. It's supposed to have been Zion, nigga. Like that was the gap.
Right.
Melo.
So now we missed that gap with Zion.
You made it like, yeah. We all had wild periods. Like, bro, we 23. I got drafted in 1918, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, we going like, it's right there.
That's why I give him grace.
It's right there. But
I don't use buts.
we wasn't. But
okay.
What I'm trying to tell you is, bro, we weren't too arrogant to understand
That's
what
a
had
fact.
to be done.
That's a fact.
Like, I can't walk in here.
That's a fact.
I can't walk in here smelling like this, or walk in here looking like this,
That's a
or
fact.
do this on the camera, or whatever. Like, y'all started this. They're talking like this.
The towel.
Y'all started this, man. You bro, banana boat team. Y'all was like this. Yeah, what happened? Fuck them. Y'all still said it. Just nobody watching. Nobody.
So since you was on your,
But you had enough gumption,
Yes.
right.
to at least hide what you was doing.
That's a
like,
fact.
When y'all were 23 and figuring it out, knuckleheads, was it somebody in the locker room that was like, you got to get your shit together?
Hell yeah.
All right then. So you really believe nobody has said that to Zion?
No,
I don't believe it.
There's nobody
This is making me mad. I don't believe it.
No.
Yeah, nah.
It took you a minute to listen to those dudes, even though they were saying it, didn't it?
Nah, because I had a level of respect for those guys already, and I respected the guys, the vets. I always had a level of respect for vets.
Yeah.
Whether you played or whether you didn't.
You
right?
had real vets though. That
We
still
had
play.
real vets
that
to be
still
like,
play.
yo, youngin. Yo, you fucking up the team now. Like those type of conversations.
Yeah.
I don't think they having those conversations today.
And how about this?
Wow,
Like,
yeah.
This is stressing me out.
We talk a lot about
They used to be like, man, this nigga, man. Yo,
This
come on,
fucking
Melo,
old,
man.
yeah.
Come on, this shit, man. Like, fuck is you doing, man? Like, yo, come on, enough is enough. Like,
But yo-
this was conversations, nigga. It's about winning now.
we talked to Jason Tatum about this.
Mm-hmm.
Like younger players reaching out to OGs, that's not necessarily their teammate. You know what I'm saying? The vet, because now with the internet, bro, you could DM a motherfucker that you had a poster of.
Right.
It's
You know what I'm saying?
competitive,
Like-
man. It's too competitive.
To
Like,
mentor?
it's like it's too egotistical at times. Like, nah, man, I don't. Sometimes they may be like don't know how to approach it. Sometimes they just might not. Man, I don't fuck with that person.
Yo,
It's a lot of that.
yo, Zion, we putting the Melo hotline right here. Call Melo. You know what I'm saying?
I will say, but I will say they have. For me personally, I'm sure probably with you too, but I do. I'm starting to get those calls a lot.
Good.
More, right? But it's like, yeah, I love it, but it's like it's certain people that I want to.
Go ahead, finish. Exactly. And you keep trying to dance around it.
No, I'm not. Because I had this. I'm going back to Zion.
I know.
I'm saying this because I'm giving him grace because I've had I've had conversations with people around him. I've helped him get to chefs and get to Portland and like settle down and get your fucking mental right before anything. So I know that he can do that. I know that he can put the work in. It's just to your point, it's frustrating. Right? That's why you feel, that's why I feel like that.
This is what I will say. And genuinely, I would love to see that young man meet the promise. I think across sports, across life, this little word, consistency, is taken for granted.
Yeah.
Because any of us can do things in spurts. We can, you know what I'm saying, pull up the 90-second reel, whatever you need. It's consistently. And with the eyeballs and the pressure that is on him, I don't envy that at all. But the proof is the proof.
Yes.
And that's it.
The product is the product.
Right.
I will say this though, with how the NBA is designed now, it makes more sense to have two-way guys than have vets. You know what I'm saying? Financially. So whereas before we had vets on the team and all that stuff, now they have guys that's playing, and you know how it is. It's hard to be a vet and play 30-some minutes at the same time. It's like, yo, either get with it or somebody else will come on the court. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like with how, financially, it's kind of weeding out those vets. You know what I'm saying? So to his defense, to their defense, it's like it's not many older guys on there that with the kind of resume that can say things to these guys. So, it's not really, I mean, it is their fault because we are individuals and stuff like that. It's just not, it's not like it used to be.
We're the same age. We all the same age. We're around the same age. Our locker room is the same age. So when you're around the same age, who you going to as your leader? Right. The best player on the team.
Right.
Well, okay, sidebar real quick. Would y'all change that? Because I heard Jamal Crawford say this, that he would mandate at least two vets at the end of a roster, figure it out.
I think it'll change the quality of the game, for sure.
It'll change a lot of shit that like the average person won't even understand. Like it's stuff that we can explain about that. Like adding those two vets that people won't even comprehend that. But it's needed though. It's needed because you putting some young guys at 14 and 15 and you stringing them along, like put them in the G League, like let them go develop in the G League and use those two roster spots for two vets that could come in here and have another voice outside of the coaching staff, outside of the front office, outside of your best player, right? You need somebody at the end of the bench that can galvanize guys when they come out the game and talk to them and keep them positive, but also let them know that they wilding out. Like those are the guys that you need.
Quick, right? Next to me.
Let me tell you something.
Sometimes we can laugh about the bullshit that you're doing.
Right.
But I'm gonna let you know why you fucking up and you should do it this way and look at it this way. But we can laugh about it.
Right.
There's ways to go about that. But to Jamal Crawford's point, I think those two roster spots is needed. From the first whistle to the final drive, FanDuel takes the NFL playoffs to the next level. Because right now, new customers can bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if you win. That's $300 in bonus bets if you win your first $5 bet.
The FanDuel app gives you everything you need for live bets, same game parlays, and so much more. Plus, when you win, you get paid instantly. Yo, your Ravens made it through to another week. You know what I'm saying? How you think they'll do against the Buffalo Bills, bro? Josh Allen and the Bills.
We going to the tundra, boy. It's cold as shit up there in Buffalo, man. We'll score 32.
32? Little shootout?
It's going to be a shootout, but it's 32 to 24, 20, you know what I mean? Like in the low 20s.
There you go. Lock it in. You know what I'm saying? Listen, that's a Melo pick. That's not a Melo pick. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I'm a Giants guy. You know what I mean? I'm not even in the playoff conversation. All right, so let's hear your picks for the other playoff games happening this weekend. Who you got in the Chiefs versus the Texans?
That's a good one. I believe in CJ and those guys and what they doing over there.
Chiefs been looking beatable this
Chiefs
year?
are the Chiefs, though. You know what I mean? You got to beat the champs. So I'm going to go with the Chiefs on this one.
Next up, we got Commanders, Lions.
The Lions are rolling. I think they got good energy in the city of Detroit. Like, it's a good feeling.
Detroit.
I'm going to go with the Commanders over Detroit.
Finally, Eagles, Rams.
I got to keep it Philly. Philly just, they just a good-ass team. Like the Rams is good, but Philly just a really good-ass team. Like,
right. AJ Brown's out here reading books, yo. You know what I'm saying?
AJ Brown, he locked in. He reading books. Jalen is healthy and getting back. And then all them other pieces that they got over there. So I think it'll be a really, really good game. I think Philly do what they got to do.
Listen, just visit FanDuel.com/7PM. Join today and get started with $300 in bonus bets.
That's FanDuel.com/7PM. Make this playoff season unforgettable with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL.
And speaking of vets, man, a guy who was a vet has been around the league, Kent Bazemore. He went on Instagram
My son, Kent.
to explain,
yes, sir,
the pros and cons, and y'all can speak to this, of being a third option on a team versus coming off the bench as a sixth man. Ooh. He said that as a third, I can relate. As a third option, being a third option, you know what I'm saying, used to be being the primary secondary scorer. There's a drastic shift. There's a drastic shift in what's expected of you performance-wise. You know what I'm saying? Whereas when you were coming off the bench, you know what I mean? There's more opportunity for you because it's just like, yo, you can just come off the bench and, yo, come off the bench. Let me get 10 real quick. You know what I'm saying? Play 5 minutes. I need 3 corner threes from you, gang. You know what I'm saying? Versus being the third option starting,
Mm-hmm.
you know, which is a different, I'm assuming, assignment.
Mm-hmm.
The analogy, though, was crazy. You go from being Brandon Roy to Danny Green overnight.
Oh, you just talking, man.
Yeah,
You can't do
That's
that.
what he said.
That's what he said. I said it was a little crazy.
But give it
Does he have a point?
perspective.
That's what he said. He said respectfully in his post because I looked at it.
Brandon Roy. Let me see. Brandon Roy to Danny Green overnight.
How old is Kent Bazemore? Do you even remember Brandon
Kent
Roy
been
like that?
around, yeah.
Right, he was OD,
How old
right?
is he? He didn't play against Brandon.
Kent
In college,
been
you
in the
probably
league,
did.
champ.
No, he didn't. No way.
Kent been in the league, bro.
He ain't been in the league that
He
long.
How old
been in
is
the league.
35.
35. Kent been in the league.
I thought he
When
was
did he get
older
drafted,
than
though?
that.
He probably got drafted. Say he got drafted in 11, 12.
Exactly. B-Roy was gone. You got to play against Brandon
gone
Roy
already?
is to know
He
Brandon
been
Roy.
gone. Yeah, Brandon Roy
I
been
didn't
gone.
realize he was
Yes.
done that early.
B-Roy had a good 5, right? 5, 6 years.
He was cooking, yeah.
He did.
Injuries, bro. And that's the ones you can't prevent some of those, man. And that's the thing. He made the best out of them years. Back to Zion, bro.
Make the best out
Make
of
the
it.
best out of it.
Nah,
Make
that's
the best
real.
out of it.
That's
But-
real.
So to Ken's point,
No disrespect to Danny either.
No, of course not.
No, I mean no disrespect
Danny got a
either.
chip,
No,
bro.
I was trying to really understand and like
The
figure that
comparison.
analogy out.
I
So
was just talking though. You
But-
get it. We get it.
going from a third option, like being a third option, right, means that you came from somewhere else that maybe either was your team,
Mm-hmm.
your situation that you were in control of, and now you decide that I want to go somewhere to try to win, right? Now your role gets diminished. You're not the first option. You're not the second option. So you do become an elevated role player at the third option, right?
Yes.
Because you have a very specific role now, as opposed to the first option and the second option.
Even if
you're that guy.
No, even if the team doesn't feel that way,
Yes.
you feel that way.
Absolutely.
You feel that way.
So,
you know what I
if
mean?
you going as a third option, that means the team already have you viewed as a certain role in that third option, which a lot of times is what?
Corner threes.
Corner threes.
Spacing.
You get what I'm saying? So
I mean,
it's
look
like,
at Phoenix.
when you experience that,
Oh,
but
God.
on the flip side of that, you going as, instead of the third option, is saying, all right, cool, I'm going to come off the bench. Now you are really the first option
Also,
when you come off the bench.
look at Phoenix.
Look at Phoenix.
That's why they moved.
So, in y'all experience, when you
I've
are...
experienced it a couple of times.
I ain't experienced it because I did that on the Spurs and ain't nobody free there.
What?
It just don't feel like freedom.
As a six man?
No, because
a third option?
because I came into a situation that was already there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I went from being the first or second option on the team
Yeah.
tore my Achilles.
Yeah.
Let's say that. But then coming to and just playing a role, which
Yeah.
is
a certain role.
a certain role,
Yes.
which was get to that corner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was tough.
Yeah, no, that's all of that shit is tough. But and you haven't, so in my perspective, my situation, going from all-star, right, Knicks, to now just out the blue, he should come off the bench, right? So I go to OKC. So now I'm coming from running this team in this organization in this city
Mm-hmm.
to going and being the fourth option. Steven Adams was a third option.
I was about to say, I was like, no, bro, don't say that.
No, this is real talk.
Oh,
In the
Aquaman.
offense,
Don't
because
say
they
that.
That's how
already...
you felt, though.
No,
No.
listen, let me explain.
Nobody planning for
No,
Steve
I'm going to
Adams.
explain to
bro.
you.
Come
They
on,
already
man.
had...
They run the place with Steve Adams.
They
though?
already had
You gonna
Steve
look
Adams
me
in
my
every-
face?
No, that's just you. That's how you
Let
felt.
me explain, Rudy.
No, I know.
No, you don't. Let me explain.
That's how you felt.
Let me... Hear
is
me
your
out and
perspective as a
then- hear me
defender.
out and give me a rebuttal. Hear me out.
He said there's plays in the playbook with
Listen.
Steven Adams, bro.
Nah, you
I
hyping it up. He just what's in that cup?
No, listen, it's hot tea.
We
It's
at the
hot
barbecue.
it's
He
hot
just
tea.
talking shit. I was there.
I'm about to explain you. You
All
know,
right,
let me
whatever.
explain to you.
What's in that cup though?
Hot tea. You see the tea bag?
It's got a quote on it.
Part of
Muslim
love.
wisdom.
Yeah, you want to know the quote?
What
The
kind of
brightness
tea?
of your being is generated from within.
That's the Erykah Badu
Let me
tea.
explain. Let's go. Let me explain. Coming from within. So,
All right.
going from New York to OKC, where they already had an offense set up,
Right.
That offense was already designed for the one option, which was Russ, the second option, which was PG, the third option, which was Russ and Steven Adams in pick and rolls. That was the third option. Melo, you came in 25th hour. We know you can handle whatever. You know what I mean? Like you figured out. Now you become the fourth option. You trailing. You doing shit that you got to run corner now. You got to wait. Like this is what you have to go through. So that hit right there was like, okay, I got to adjust to that. I can still adjust to it because I know the circumstances. I know the assignment.
Okay.
And I'm going to do what I got to do in this role. Now you go from being the first option to being the third, fourth option. Now, where you go from there? You got to come off the bench. We see somebody else coming into that situation, maybe younger, maybe. Now we can really put an offense together. We can figure this out. Okay, we might want to put somebody else in there. Got to come off the bench. Now that conversation starts. So now you just ego hits, boom, 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 boom.
Right.
Now it's better for me at this point to accept coming off the bench in Houston because I don't want to be the fourth option on that team. It's CP, it's James, it's Capella. PJ Tucker is an option on the team.
I'm not talking to you about this.
Wait a minute.
Why you think I only lasted 9 games? Is what I'm explaining to you.
You know what I mean? I can give you another scenario why that happened, but
No, you can't.
Yes,
It's
I
only one
can.
scenario, bro.
Give us the scenario.
You weren't that, bro. We weren't that.
I won what?
Nah,
You wasn't what?
Because
Yeah, I
he was
wanna
still King of New York, Melo. And you went there and you said, yo, I just not like, and I've been in a situation too. So it's like, yo, Melo, like, yo, you a Hall of Famer and you put the work in, you continue to put the work in.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't think you could be a third option either. And I don't think you should have, but that's not nobody's fault. In this league, it's nobody's. It's like a bunch of people in the front office trying to tell you what to do with your game.
I'm not blaming nobody. I'm explaining
But that's
why.
like, I'm telling you, like,
it's a
yo,
different role.
Okay, would you attack that different now?
No.
Yo,
I want to attack it
You
different.
wouldn't attack that differently?
No, you
Why
got to
not?
understand. No, I can't attack it any differently because it was no rhyme to reason of why.
and we all agree with that.
And I said, I'm going to accept it. I accept it.
Right.
So I accepted that role of saying, you know what? I'll come off the bench. I could come off the bench to Kent Bazemore's point and play. I don't have to worry about
King
playing.
New York, that was Joe Engle's favorite song
Playing
too. by the way.
with fucking, I don't have to worry about playing with James. I don't have to worry about playing with CP. I play with one of them. Like
That's just bad. That's bad management, bro. It's just bad
right, but
management.
what you want me to do if I accept my role coming off the bench?
But that's just bad management.
By who,
It don't like people like nobody looks at you or felt any different. We all thinking the same thing. Like, yo, he just don't fit there.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
But you still got to go through it. I still had to go through this shit.
that's why I said in the beginning, it's like, yo, in your mind, you felt like that. Like we all felt like that in our mind. But was that really? No. I think, I still think like you, 1 or 2, like you're going to score. That's what we know about.
This is what I'm trying to say. So I'd rather come off the bench as a 6th man and still can play the way that I know how to play and that you know me of how to play.
Right.
You put me in that role as a 6th man, you're supposed to come in and uplift whatever it is that's in the game.
Mm-hmm. Right.
If the game is flat, you got to give me a boost. If the game is close, when you come in the game, you got to keep it even or
you say
better.
that, but if you don't,
your ass is coming out.
you out.
This is
got
what
5 minutes.
This is what I'm trying to say. So
you got to do all that. You got to be ready to go
The
as soon as you
roles
get out
are
there.
a lot different to that point.
I got a bad
being
relationship with Carl the bench. Maybe that's me.
Yeah, you got personal issues.
You need me to get off the couch and put your feet up?
You got personal issues.
You gotta get. I did a back rub, man.
It was thrown to me.
Right.
It wasn't like, yo, Melo, let's.
What are you taking the issue with that he's saying? Like, do you agree with Kent's statement? Being a 6th man is a better position to do your thing than being a third option.
It all depends on the situation. It all depends on
No, don't give me that, Rudy. Come on.
No, it does. It does.
But at large, the way the NBA is set up now, like we can get into the conversation about Phoenix because that's exactly what we're watching happen.
Yes.
But at large, just what you know of the NBA at large, let's make all situations neutral. In theory, the amount of shots, literally, your role, the amount of shots, where you're going to get your looks, how much leeway you're going to have, third option, 6th man.
So you talking about Phoenix now? We
We can go to Phoenix
in
if that
reference to
helps.
Phoenix.
Yeah.
I think that's terrible management because for the longest we've been saying like within our circle, who you got? Devin Booker or
Brad Beal.
or Bradley Beal.
Oh, okay. This is for
You
third.
saying when he was in the Wizards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
The
who
comparison.
would y'all take? Oh, I'll take this. I'll take Brad. I'll take Devin Booker. You don't put them on the same team. Like you just can't. Like it doesn't work. I knew that from the beginning. I've been telling people from the beginning. It's not going to work. Brad Beal came from Washington.
I watched it.
Where he could shoot
Blue
the ball
Magic. He was doing his thing.
1,000 times a game, get 50, and still lose.
And now you got to be a third
And still
option.
lose. And now you expect him to be a third option.
Yep.
Like, yo, okay, it takes time to figure out like structure, hierarchy, but he's coming from being as free as he
The
can
guy.
be.
Yeah.
Free as he can be, the guy. You can look, one thing you can't do, like Devin Booker's becoming a great player. You can't touch where KD is. Like he is that guy. Like he's one of those guys, right? But Brad Beal coming in there, of course, he's still in the prime of his career. Like, how can you put that team together? It just don't make sense.
Because of
You have them competing against each other.
for positionless basketball, for one.
Ooh.
No, I'm
He got real issues.
My son got real issues. But that's
Positionless basketball. What are we talking about?
I'm gonna break this shit down.
You knew it wouldn't work.
Let's build.
It wouldn't
Let's
work.
have a building conversation.
never would
about
Are we
it.
staying in Phoenix on this conversation?
Yes, let's
Okay.
stay in Phoenix.
So you said it wasn't going to work. Bud comes in. It's not working. Brad, we're going to put you on the bench. And then he skips the huddles and whatever. It has not been
because
complimentary of
that
it.
is an ultimate, whether it's right or wrong, it's an ultimate ego hit,
Yeah.
right? All athletes are egotistical,
Mm-hmm.
right? Not saying that it's a bad thing, but all athletes, but you have to have an
you
ego.
gotta have
Get you
ego.
where you are.
Yeah,
You are. That's what gets you there.
So somebody just coming to you and saying, "Hey, Monica, yo, this ain't working. We want you to come off the bench." For one, your mind is going left. You start thinking all
Monica,
time.
what if we took
You
your
ain't
mic?
go to.
What if we took your mic and you had to share one with me?
No, I feel I'd be like, no, give me
You ain't go to Booker.
Yeah, but
Right.
Right? And you ain't go to Booker, and rightfully so. But now, because you the newcomer to this situation, you have to figure it out. So now, if you want us to figure this out, we need you to come off the bench.
Okay.
Now, to that point,
All right, to that point.
as a player,
Mm-hmm.
and just keeping it a buck, with that team, it's best for Brad Beal to come off the bench.
For sure.
Right? And accept that role. That's me speaking from where I'm at now and outside looking in. You have to do that,
Uh-huh.
right? I do believe that the delivery and how you have that conversation is key.
Okay.
You can't just go to a nigga and be like, yo, Rudy, you coming off the bench. Like, what? Like, what? No, you
Yeah.
gotta have a real conversation. You almost gotta show them the vision.
Yeah.
Like, show the athlete, show us the vision.
I think
And then it's
personally,
easier to accept coming off the bench as opposed to y'all just saying this shit. We not having no conversation. Now the media's involved. Now I'm looking crazy. Now I'm looking like a bum ass nigga out here. You get what I'm saying? Like,
I think personally, coaches that have played before, like that have been on the court and had to go through that, are better with dealing with those conversations. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you on that, but I ain't worried about the coach. Now what's going through Brad's mind? Because at some point, we were here the other day, we talked about
what's
Manu.
going through Brad's mind?
Right? Especially if it works.
Yes.
If you can see that it's going
Talking
to
about
work.
who?
With Jimmy?
No, Brad. Coming off
Being
the bench
third
now.
option, yes.
Yeah, coming off the bench now.
Uh-huh.
Now that we made this move, because again, we talk about the proof being the proof. That team hasn't realized their promise yet.
Yes.
And I don't know how long that runway is,
Right.
right? So now I didn't like it. I took my ego hit. But what?
Now you got to man up.
Yeah.
Now we got to man up. Now we got to do what we got to do. Now we got to get back in the gym.
After a while,
now,
you just
Right.
now you got to figure out how to accept this role and do, because now your game changes from third option to sixth man. Now you can go back to being Brad Beal coming off the bench as sixth man, right? Whereas they don't look at you like that. They looking at you as a third option, as a 3-and-D guy.
That's what Kim said. Yep.
You're
That
being
ain't
looked
him.
at as a 3-and-D guy.
That ain't him.
Right, so now they start to say, "Oh, he's too short, he's too small to be a 3-and-D guy." So now we got Ryan Dunn that comes in. Ryan Dunn that comes in, who's a 3-and-D guy.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's ping pong. You know, Brad Beal has been ping pong partner left around the team and trying to find a position in positionless basketball. So that's the game. That's the this is what we got to go through. Athletes, this is basketball players, what we go through. Brad Beal got to accept that and man up and say, this is what we got to do for the betterment of this team. Long as you, KD, and Book is on the same page, everything else don't even matter. It don't even matter what the coach tell you.
So now you open up another question, though. Because are they
on the same page?
Right. Are they?
I think that from a basketball standpoint, KD know that Brad Beal got to come off the bench for the betterment of his team. But if you fighting that, Brad, then all right, you know what I mean? Like,
okay, so real quick though, just on this conversation, when KD went to Golden State, I mean, he's not a third option. That doesn't apply to him.
Yes.
No.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, so it's not. Okay, never mind.
But he was a third option.
He was?
He had to take take that position of doing what he's doing. He bought something, not even take, he filled the void that Golden State was missing.
Agreed.
KD, when all that shit happening over here, throw the ball inside of KD, let him be the ISO. You can't double, you know what I mean? None of that. KD go to work. He filled that void for Golden State.
He's also 7 feet tall. He don't need no plays.
I was gonna say he's so seamless.
Like, he bring the ball up and just
KD
shoot.
know basketball, right. So it's like, all right, if we want to win, if something ain't working, let's look at. They already looking at you about coming off the bench anyway, Brad.
Right.
And they brought you there to come off the bench, like to be like.
No, he was supposed to be part point guard. Remember?
Yeah, that was the plan.
Huh?
He was supposed to be like part point guard. Remember? They ain't had no
Because
guard when they first put on.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
Yeah, I agree with you.
basketball.
Yeah.
Man, listen, going from Phoenix to Denver.
Rudy is a wave guy. He waved everything.
He's a wave guy, bro. He's waving everything out of here. Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. He's the fuck out of here, God. From Phoenix to Denver, you know what I'm saying? And speaking of a dude whose whole career has been played with I don't give a fuckness, Russ Brody, you know what I'm saying? Really is fitting in with the Nuggets, bro. He's really out there. He's hooping. He's doing his thing. He didn't really do his thing in LA on both teams. You know what I'm saying? He struggled a little bit. Jokic and Russ out here making history, bro. They're becoming the first teammates in the NBA to record triple doubles in the same game multiple times in a single season. When will the 2K shit stop? You know what I'm saying? Russ wins 74% of his games, a little fun fact, when he has a triple-double. Jokic wins 79% of his games when he has a triple-double.
Mm-hmm.
Both of these dudes playing, Russ looks super locked in, man, from what I'm seeing, watching him play in Denver. It feels like he's found his place. Talking about like bad management, this feels so far like good management. Finding a guy who's talented, who hasn't worked out in other situations, and putting him in the right situation with the right people around him. Because I don't feel like nobody on Denver's like,
wave guard.
We go with the wave guard.
I
don't feel like they got a guy like that.
I don't want to say it like this because Russ is who he is, but they took a chance on him. They had a vision for him. You know what I'm saying? So it's different. Like, whereas times before, they might have took a chance on a different Russ. Now Russ knows who he is and just playing within the system instead of being the system. You know what I'm saying? Russ is getting older. You know, he doesn't have that kind of pressure on him. He has Jokic. He has
Jamal Murray.
Yeah, he has those guys. He knows he has those guys. So he can just focus in on what he need to focus in. And within the time he's out there. And Russ, I don't know. Russ, the thing about him, bro, he need a Red Bull sponsorship or something, man. Because I don't know how he do it. I hope it's just Red Bull. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just that guy. He's an energy guy. He gonna bring the energy to the team. Something they definitely needed because Jokic is not that guy. You know, he's even kill. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Mike Malone too, because he made, you know, he puts him in the positions to be who he is. You know, and if you would have had that, you wouldn't have felt like you was a third option.
So I was waiting for you to finish.
If you wouldn't have had that, you wouldn't have felt like that.
No, because I've been in a similar situation.
That's great coaching though, bro.
Yes. I'm not waving anything off you said. I'm going to add on to what you said. I've been in that situation so I can relate in Portland, right? To the point where what I see with Russ is somebody who believed in him, right? Denver, Mike Malone still believed in Russ' ability to go out there and perform, right? Whereas everybody else wasn't a believer, lost belief in his ability, right? Because of the systems that he was in, the situations that he was in. I think Denver allowed him to be Russ.
Yeah.
We know you're gonna turn the ball over. We know you're gonna do some nut ass shit.
Right.
But we also know on the flip side of that, what we believe you still can do, which is bring us triple doubles. Russ is hooping right now. The minute they put him in that starting lineup, and they believe that showed me that they believed in him. So they took that chance. And now Russ like, okay, you believe in me? All right, this is what I need to do. I got another nigga getting triple doubles. Oh, this is gonna be fun now.
Yeah.
You know that when somebody come to your team that can get 30 with you, it's like, oh shit, like, yo, we both could get 30.
Especially how Yo gets his.
Like, we both could get triple doubles. Like,
without taking nothing off Jokic's plate. Nothing off Murray's plate.
Jokic had to.
Nothing.
He had to accept that, which was major.
I think I'm with y'all, but the same way we just talked about KD, I think you got to talk about Yo in terms of like people that can play around him. He could play with anybody.
Yes.
And so they have a championship culture. They already won. Because if you really remember that stretch last year, I guess it was December, the Clippers was really looking like
official.
Right. So I think Russ has so much of this, to me, in the conversation around Russ has been not that he's perfect, but I do think it was a label that the media just sort of ran with. The Lakers was a terrible fit, right?
Yeah.
The Clippers, I actually thought there was a stretch where it worked. And whether you are into his game or not, you can never deny the effort. And I just think that's something that should never be taken for granted.
Yes. And Russ, we talked about the different levels of I don't give a fuck.
That's what I'm saying. His whole career been I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck, right? But he still goes out there, do what he got to do. He's an ultimate professional. Like, he works, as you can see, and he still don't give a fuck. He might curse the ref out. Russ might do some wild nut ass shit. But because of that, like, you also know Russ understands the assignment. And now you're starting to see people give Russ back his flowers because it's careers, man. It's longevity. You're going to go through all of that. So my message to Ant, because of that, you can still have the I don't give a fuckness that Russ got and that, you know, that you want to have and that you have. But now we got to figure out ways how to mold that I don't give a fuckness, similar to how Russ has molded his I don't give a fuckness.
Russ has always played with somebody.
Yeah.
So he knows how to be able to play his way and also know that I'm with somebody else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he knows exactly what he's doing, man. Like,
he don't get enough credit though.
He doesn't.
No, he don't.
His intellect, he don't get enough credit.
No, he
for
doesn't.
That.
He doesn't.
His knowledge.
Because of how he plays so fast.
And
he plays so hard.
He gets Evil Knievel, man.
That's crazy.
But his professionalism, I always think about Vic. Shout out to Vic Oladipo. Our commander's up, bro. Wherever you are, I hope you're well. But I remember him talking about how he learned how to be a professional from the time he spent with Russ at OKC. Like, I think we talked about this at the top, right? A vet that's going to grab somebody's attention just by virtue of the way they work, their presence. Like, there's so many levels to me that I don't think Russ gets enough credit.
Yeah, and you know, Russ' personality, like, it's complete opposite off the court. Like, he's like the best nigga off the court.
Yeah,
it's like, damn, nigga, how you be bugging out on the court? Like, where the switch at? Like, when I got to OKC, I was looking to see. I'm studying. I'm observing. I'm like, damn, let me just see.
He's saving it all for the court.
Let me see how he hit that switch.
I think his
like
whole locker is a padded room.
Like,
you think? You know what I mean? It's not. He just be chilling.
But it was interesting. It was interesting to see, like, being around him and being on his team and, like, in his environment. Me going to his environment is like, oh, okay. Oh, this is how he moving. This is how he working. Oh, this is when he locks in. Right? That's all knowing player personnel, right? That's knowing your teammates. But Russ is the ultimate professional, and I don't really think he get enough credit for being that, as opposed to the discredit that he get
Russ,
for his game.
Absolutely.
Is there any Russ story you got, like, that talks about that intellect or talks about, shit, bro, him, like, turning up on a yacht, anything, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just a Russ that exemplifies Brody. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like, is a picture of who he is for real.
Well, I've had moments where I got a chance to see, like, play on the team with Dame when he was locked in on them that run, right? I got a chance to, with Russ, like, the way that he get ready for a game, the way that he prepares for a game. Like, we talk about LeBron a lot, and the way that he take care of his body and how he's prepared for the game is like, Russ is almost on a level of that, of the attention to details on his body, like what he got to do, like to prepare and get ready. Like he don't get enough credit for being that. So I was able to see him lock in from that standpoint. I also wanted, I was saying I wanted to see him when that switch comes on. Like we go into battle, I want to see when Turbo come, you know what I mean? When Turbo come around, Turbo. And you see it, it's like, oh shit, okay, now I know how to maneuver, right? Because I know when you're gonna, and most people's switch comes on 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, you know what I mean? 2 hours before the game, 3 hours. Russ switch comes on
the wake up?
On the wake up.
Oh, really?
Like, it's like he at the arena, game at 7:30, he there at 1 p.m. He worked, like, it's like, come on, champ, there's nobody in here. Like, he fully dressed before the game, 4 hours before, like.
And this is all that shit.
But don't say shit before the game. You know, you super be quiet, like, eating his pasta, you know what I mean? Like.
Man, that's 80,
regular
82
pasta with butter and oil. That's all he, you know.
That's crazy. That is crazy. But that's actually kind of scary.
What?
Because ain't nobody eating no regular pasta like that. You like that's some like you got issues.
Regular
pasta with butter is crazy.
Regular pasta with butter.
I've only seen toddlers and athletes eat just regular pasta with butter.
He eat like a toddler, peanut butter jellies with the crust off. He eat like a toddler.
That's funny.
Yeah. Listen, man, we always talk about how dope it is to see the growth in the women's game, you know what I'm saying, over here on 7 p.m. This week kicks off the first season of Unrivaled, man. You know what I'm saying? The 3-on-3 professional women's league, you know what I mean? There's been some talk about whether the league is stepping on the WN's toes. What kind of pressures is Unrivaled putting on the W, if any? Are they two different products? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it like, you know what I mean? Like,
it definitely is two different products, but I do think it's raising the level of expectation. Because for so long in women's sports, and I can even remember thinking this in college, like it was like, cool, I'm getting this degree for free. Like I'm playing basketball, making friends, it's cool. And not tripping about nothing else. But then it was like, wait, like the boys get X, Y, Z. We actually won more tournament games than they did in my 4 years, right? And so Unrivaled is raising the level of expectations of their athletes. The timing is what's important because they're about to enter the last year of the current CBA. So when they go to the table and are asking for more based on this experience that's been provided by this new startup league behind Nafisa Collier and Brianna Stewart, the expectation is there because so much of negotiating, y'all know this, like it's not necessarily who you are, it's what you negotiate.
Right.
And so the timing of this is what makes it pressurized for sure. I
love it. Shout out to my team. Shout out to the Unrivaled team.
Okay.
Yo.
Team Unrivaled.
Yo,
I love it.
I'm Ms. McNutt's agent, and I'm hitting in line. I'm like, yo, Monica, we have an opportunity for you.
These voices.
The Unrivaled League wants you
it also
to
like Obama,
pick any two players.
A little bit.
Pick any two players in the league, Monica, here or overseas, doesn't matter.
Oh, now it went the other way.
We need two players to play with you because you're a big draw. Okay? And we
okay.
Right, this is doing your thing. So think of those who those two players are, and get back to me. We'll talk about the the money. It's a big bag. Holla at me.
Oh man, of the actual players that are already playing in Unrivaled, or anybody,
any active hooper right now to fill out Team McNutt. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Pun.
Golly. I mean the draw. I would just take the two rookies, right? Give me Angel and Caitlin because of the draw.
Are you trying to win games, or are you trying to just get eyeballs?
Win games, it's a different conversation.
She's trying to.
I'm just trying to draw. Bring the eyeballs.
Good.
If you're trying to win games, I think you got to go with the MVP. You got to go with Asia, obviously. I think in terms of complementing one another's games, give me Asia and Stewie.
You on that team?
Oh yeah, give me them. I'm.
Would you coach if they called you?
I don't know. The coaching seat gets hot. The analyst seat don't really get hot.
No. Would you coach if we called you for Unrivaled? Would you coach the 7th team?
I have a lot of other jobs.
That means if the bag is big enough.
I mean, I would explore.
It's open.
You can move things on the board.
Team Unrivaled, man. You know, let's talk to Monica.
Melo put on a business hat at any point.
No,
he talking about chicken nuggets. Like, would you like? You know what I mean?
Would you like?
If he had some chicken nuggets, did you want to?
That's funny. I'm really excited for the league, though. Yeah.
So I mean, because 3-on-3 is a different. I mean, you know, it's a different game than 5-on-5.
So different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot more action. There's a lot more excitement. What are y'all excited to see? Like, first of all, is there anybody that you would really, really want to see in Unrivaled? And is there, how do I say this? Like, is there a ceiling for this, or is it just like, yo, sky's the limit? You know what I mean? Depending on who decides to play and suit up.
So the thing about Unrivaled that's super unique is that the players have equity in the league.
Mhm.
Right.
And
All 36.
right.
Oh, wow.
I am terrible at math. I don't exactly know how this is going to work.
If you win, we all win.
Something like that.
Mhm.
Sure. Right? I'm hoping that this thing has lots of longevity, but I'm really curious to see how it's all going to work. The rosters down there currently constructed, they got hitters. They got
Everybody.
all-stars. Yeah, it's talent down there. So I'm really excited for that competition. More than that, though, I think we just came off of a crazy year in women's basketball in particular, but women's sports. I'm going to be honest, and I'm rooting for it to keep going up, but only time will tell. And so to me, there's a little bit of a novelty to Unrivaled.
Right.
And so we just have to see if the consumer is going to keep coming and enjoying it. I have no doubt that the games are going to be fantastic.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I just want to see, this thing is pushed by revenue. Like, what does that look like in the trajectory? So I'm super excited for it. Like I said, I got questions, want to see. We'll be watching, we'll be supporting, get my gear. Like, I'm into it. But at large, we just came off such a crazy year. I don't know if that was an outlier.
So who's not playing?
All the top players is playing.
No, who's not playing? You said Asia, and who else is not playing?
Caitlin declined. She was invited.
okay.
She declined.
So
but they got Angel down there.
got
Collier
everybody.
Copper,
That's basically mean they getting money. They don't need it.
Scott Diggins Smith. Like,
They
No,
getting paid.
sometimes. So you saying like Caitlyn? You saying they get money?
Caitlin and Asia, they getting money. They
But I'm saying
whatever.
like sometimes in
Passing
like
up on ownership.
a Caitlyn situation,
mm-hmm.
Asia situation, like their teams is maybe it may be too premature.
Mm-hmm.
So they looking at it like, let's see, like you know what I
Right.
mean? Like we don't want to do this right away, but we gonna keep our eyes on Unrivaled.
Yeah.
And I think that's what happens. Like if it goes, I'm sure Caitlyn team would be like, yo,
Right.
you should do it.
And to
Right.
be fair, this is obviously Caitlin's first rookie year rookie off season.
She
Or
had
off
no
season as
rest.
a pro. Right. She has not rested. But Asia, to my knowledge, I think Asia went to China her first year. But other than that, she doesn't hoop in off season and has been very successful. So if
Yeah.
it ain't broke to a degree, like
Right.
don't fix it.
Yeah.
Asia being the outlier though, in that she doesn't hoop anywhere overseas and off season. Like, do y'all see a scenario where Unrivaled becomes popular enough to go the other way, where hoopers from overseas are coming here
Absolutely.
to play in the 3-on-3?
love that.
Absolutely.
I would
Because
love that.
the 3-on-3 game, the sport,
Mm-hmm.
is growing rapidly overseas, internationally.
Yeah.
Like that's like top of conversation, 3v3.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
men's, women's, like they are putting a lot of resources behind the 3 versus 3-on-3 game.
Wasn't it in the Olympics?
Yeah, it
It's
is
an Olympic
Olympics.
sport.
Yeah, it's an Olympic
Right.
sport.
And they figured out a way how to at least attract people for 3-on-3. Like outside of men's basketball and like some of the major events at Olympics, like 3-on-3 was
It draws.
that was the club.
Yeah.
Right.
Like that was like a beach party out there. Like so if you have that environment, you bringing music, you bringing drinks, you bringing sponsors, you bringing the vibe, you bringing the players like Unrivaled. They have a lot of the top players in the WNBA. And the WNBA should support it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the key.
Right. That's
Two
just
of them-
That's the
two of
difference.
them
Like that's
players
the
are-
difference
yeah.
with NBA and
I want to see the product,
Big
man.
Three.
I wanna
Me
see the
too.
product.
I
I want to
can't
see
wait.
everything that
NBA
goes on
supports
around it. I want to see all that.
Unrivaled. NBA ain't really supporting the Big Three. That's the
Yeah.
right.
you know.
W, you know what to do, man. And you know what we do here on 7 p.m. We love a segment, you know what I'm saying? We always cooking up something in the kitchen, you know what I'm saying? On the Pyrex to this week, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? In honor of our own wave guard, Rudy Gay, you know what I'm saying? The man who calls it like it is, he'll wave you off, you know what I'm saying? He'll decline the penalty, you know
my
what I'm saying? He don't care, you know what I'm saying? We have a new segment called Keeping It Real with Rudy.
Uh-oh.
You know what I mean? And this portion of the show, my man, we're going to pose to you some scenarios, you know what I'm saying, some questions, and you get to the bottom
Let me get
of what's
comfortable
really
here, man.
going down behind the scenes. 'Cause
That's
you
what I do. I keep it
funky all
real.
the
I keep
time.
it funky. You know, wave guard. That's what he do.
That's what
You know
he
I mean?
does. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Not
yo,
the
get that out of
person
here. You know what I'm
reference.
saying? That ain't nothing.
Man, you know.
Scenario number one. You know what I'm saying? This is talking to NBA right now. Sun Center Yusuf Nurkic unfollowed his teammates Book and KD on Instagram, which is amplifying the buzz around the trade rumors. You know what I mean? People talking about getting them out of there. Break it down for us. Is he out of there? Is he sending a message? Is this man, you old nigga, man, you fuck out of here. You don't know about this.
One, he don't like cars. That's all Book posts. And KD never brushes his hair. Next.
That's synopsis so
it's
quick.
not that deep sometimes. You know what I'm saying? The wave guy knows.
For real. Like, I don't know, man. You know, whatever happened in the locker room, you know, like you said, the season's up and down. Like, you know, they might have got into it in a scrimmage or something. That happens in the league. Like, I don't know, man. The people put so much into social media, bro. It might even be a joke. We don't know, man. Like, you know, somebody take a picture of a selfie or something of themselves. I'm like, man, I'm unfollowing. I ain't doing that. I do it all the time. Right. Like, you know what I mean?
Why am I following this person? Like, why am I following this person?
I see you every day. Like, yo, you don't post. Like, maybe he got a quota. He don't want to follow too many people. Maybe his girl on his back. I don't know. Maybe his girl on his back. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah. But one thing for sure, two things are certain, man. It's just is what it is sometimes, man. You know, he might be mad at somebody, he might not be. And that's me keeping it real.
Hey,
Max B over there.
Way God, man. I don't know, man. He might get 2 extra shots next game. He might follow everybody. You know what I mean?
He might follow everybody back.
You know, he follow everybody back.
Knock us out,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? That's it. You just got to
That
get more
door is
touches,
open.
man. That's it.
The two doors on the left side is open for Nurk.
Like, hey, you could go that way.
Well,
brother.
it never going to work anyway, brother. It never was
You
going
was
to work.
out on this whole configuration from the jump.
It just never was going to work. It don't make sense.
Okay, what part were you out when KD went, or once Brad came, or just the whole thing?
I mean, it was Nurk and Brad. I don't think either of them meshed with Book and KD.
Okay, so the latest iteration is when you jumped out.
Yeah.
Got it.
But when you, okay, I'm just going to be devil's advocate. When you paying to play, like Phoenix has to do, you want to win, you got to pay to play. They went out there and they paid to play on the field, right? So no matter what happens, y'all gotta figure this shit out, right? It wasn't Frank Vogel was Budenholzer. Like we gotta figure this shit out. You think Nurk don't fit with that unit?
Nah, he never did.
Do you think Nurk was happy in Phoenix from the beginning?
Do I think he was happy?
Yeah, from the beginning.
I think the whole situation of, and Nurk, we ain't talking about like KD or Book. We're talking about Nurk. This is somebody that got to figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
But
you go there, let me figure it out.
It's
It's
late
not
in this stage of his career, though.
I get that, but you know, they traded for him and he has to figure it out, just like he figured it out in Portland. Like he wasn't a top 3 pick. He was a guy that came in, worked every day and figured it out. And sometimes, as much as you try to figure it out, just your body of work don't mesh with the other ones. You know what I'm saying? No matter
system.
what he does, it's not his fault. It's not his fault.
It's
It just
personnel.
doesn't, it's personnel. It just doesn't work.
I hear you, but I also feel like the personnel conversation around it's never easy. All these teams are puzzles.
Yeah.
Right?
Today.
I think when people just, I hear it all the time. We need a third star. We need a third star. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, 3 people that can get a bucket. Like, yeah, we scoring a lot of points. But at the end of the day, it's like, yo, if them people don't mesh, you're going to be worse off than when you started. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all get caught up with the Bostons and the Miamis, and they put people together. Like, one Boston, KG was one of them people like, yo, I'll win no matter what. I'll figure it out. Like, you know, I'm at the point in my career, I done had everything. I just want to win. On top of the fact that he's one of the best defenders ever, and he can get a bucket. So if he's not getting buckets, he's still one of the best defenders ever. Nurk is a good post player. He doesn't defend the rim. KD can defend the rim when he wants to, but he's always around the perimeter. So how is that going to work? Like, you want him to make up for Nurk? It's not going to happen. Then you got 2 people that like to shoot.
I got another question for you.
Me too. This is, come on.
I got
It just
another
don't make
question. I got
sense
another question
to
for
me.
you. So, to that point, are coaches and systems, this new NBA systems today, hindering these centers and these big men that's coming into the game? Because I say that to say, if you can't shoot a 3 today, as a center, if you can't step back and make a 3 If you know what I mean? Like, it ain't no more. You got to be able to pick and roll, catch a lob,
Right.
set screens, shoot a three.
That's if you even get up the court fast enough.
Right. So what I'm saying is somebody with a skill set like Nurkic, right? The way that a Golden State, they would say a Golden State covered for Steph, or the way that Dallas may cover for Luka, or those type of situations. Do you think the systems is messing the big men up?
Yes,
The
because
style of the game.
How Nurkic plays, he's a big dude, man.
Mhm.
You have to give him the ball where he's comfortable, or else he's not. You play with him.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking the question.
He's big as shit.
Mhm.
You give him the ball, it's hard to guard. Now, you gotta wait for him to get up the court sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? If you got a bunch of people that want to shoot, he might not make it past half court.
Mhm.
And sometimes he might slow the offense down, but you got to get what you can from him. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's the case, that's what I'm saying. Like, people just caught up in his numbers and all this stuff. Like, yo, if you want him to be something that he can't be, why did you bring him there?
But also my point. So also, that his limitations, right? So why would you put him and expect him to be in that type of role?
That's
where
exactly what I
he's
just said.
limited in
Yeah.
that in that role.
I agree.
Y'all know the answer to that, though, don't you?
Nurk would be happy if you start the game, you throw the ball at him 2 times in the post, give him 2 plays, that nigga's happy the whole rest of the game. Right? It's because you still acknowledging, yo, you still could go get a bucket down there. Like, we still could utilize you in the post. Now you stripping the man from everything. Like, nigga, you ain't touching the ball in the post, nigga. If you
And we
get
don't
in on
talk about
pick
that.
and
We
roll,
don't talk about Nurk enough because he, out of everybody, ain't saying nothing and been coming in there and got the short end of the stick. Pause.
I think they fucking up the sinners, man. Like, and it's trickling down. It's
100%.
trickling down to the younger generation, man, because you think as a 5,
Gotta be Wemby.
you have to shoot
You gotta have
threes.
all of
You
this.
have, like, it's fucking up.
By the way, Wemby shoots just as much threes as Steph Curry.
Yeah, I saw that
That's
the
a
other day.
fact.
Wow.
Yeah,
Which is
He
crazy.
spends a lot of time on
Which
the
is
perimeter.
crazy.
well, it's
Shit is it's out
I
of
don't
control,
like it.
man.
Like, maybe the physical ability is not there like it was before, but it's no way you can't tell me like he's still not a good
Let me tell
player.
you something.
Like,
I
you
don't
get what
care
I'm saying?
about
Like,
physical
Come on,
ability.
yeah.
Yeah.
If Nurk put his shoulder in you, going to move out the way, bro.
Yeah. Okay,
Move out the way.
but if the fit with Nurk is wrong, which is
Mhm.
not a good fit, describe the type of 5 or player, I don't know if they technically would be a 5 or not, that would fit. Because my thing is, that
With
fit
that
might
team?
not be right? But you're going to describe some player, and then we're going to say and be like, well, who represents that? That's actually available. That's my part with all this. Like, I just think the puzzle of putting together a roster can't be.
You just need to go get somebody that is known for that what you need.
Which is what?
Pick and roll to the basket,
That's not hard to do.
catch lobs, defend, rebound.
Yes.
Like,
Clint Capella.
Everybody been talking about Clemson Capella for years, though.
but
And they still got
because
him.
he is
Rudy
consistently doing the
Gotta be able
same
to catch,
shit
though.
year in and year out, so wherever team he goes to, they utilize him in the way that he can be productive.
Right.
Now, if you put him in a situation where you throwing him the ball over here, you pick and roll and you shoot a bunch, like, that's not Capella's game. Like, you see games where if he's not involved in the pick and roll, if he's not, you ain't seeing nothing from him. In Atlanta, when they rocking,
Mm-hmm.
it's Clint Capella.
Mm-hmm. And that kid,
streak.
Right,
Jalen
because
Johnson.
now it makes
Yep.
it easier for those guards and Trey to get in the lane, throw it up. It's easier for Trey to shoot the Trey. Like, there's no pressure on him now.
Trey lead the league in assists.
Capella is that.
by a wide margin.
Like you,
Now,
like
you
we-
had
yeah.
that, and I think to me, that's what Phoenix need. They need that type of big. They got a young kid over there right now. I don't know his name.
Nurk should be the one
That
come
come
off the
off the
bench.
bench.
If
In
we talking
Phoenix?
about,
Yeah.
we talked about it. If anybody, Nurk need to be one come off the bench and do what he do.
Nurk and
Then
Brad
you can
Beal
play
off
that.
the bench.
Not together.
That's a hell of a second unit.
Not together?
No.
Dang,
Nah,
Rudy.
bring them off the bench.
Not together because
Play them two off the bench. Because now with the second unit,
That's what I was thinking.
you
Why
can
not
throw the
together?
ball into Nurk, let him boogie, let him play, let him feel comfortable and good again about his game. Brad Beal can run around, do what the fuck he do. Like,
that's what he do.
yeah, that's what he run
And
around. He
that's
shoot
what he
like
good
that.
at. He good at
Brad
that.
Beal need to play freely.
Yeah.
So if I'm a coach, like, I'm bringing you, of course I gotta have structure, but I'm bringing you in here to do what you do.
Go.
Do what you do.
That
Don't
don't
try to
happen
do
enough,
nothing
though.
else. Like,
That don't happen enough. A lot of coaches bring players in to
For their
do what
vision.
they want you to do.
Yeah.
Like, oh, no, okay, that's what you did here. This is what we need from you here. It's like, yo, I've been playing the same way since I was 8.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, this is my career. I've been doing the
Not
same.
since
You
I
know
was
what I
8.
can do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You want me to block 4 shots a game, dog? What the fuck?
Right.
I'm Rudy Gay, man. What the fuck?
Right.
Yo, so, all right. Keeping it real with Rudy, scenario number 2. Jazz teammates Isaiah Collier and Colin Sexton had a real heated back and forth during this game against the Nets because with less than 20 seconds on the clock, Collier waved off Sexton, got an 8-second violation. You know what I'm saying? When they get to the bench, Sexton lets Collier have it, bro. He unloads on him and says, yo, give me the fucking ball. How long can you be mad at your teammate, especially if he hits the game winner?
Who hit the game winner?
Collier.
Oh, he hit the game winner.
After that's what I know. You like Rudy, no,
I don't let Rudy go, but it's his segment. Like, I want to see this
hit the
shit.
game with the shot.
You know what?
Wave them niggas off.
Rudy at the top of the key, man.
Bro, look. Colin did what he's supposed to do.
Facts.
He did what he's supposed to do. Look, this ain't what it is. But it was just bad timing. The man just made the shot. I know Colin in the back of his like, man, he gonna miss this. He gonna miss this. I'm gonna really cuss him out. But you know what? He saved himself because he made the shot. Now Colin can be mad still about that play.
Yeah.
But not for long.
He made the shot.
All right, so let's keep it a beat. Let's keep it a
If he
beat.
missed that shot, boy. Woo.
Yo, that's what, okay, so boom.
That's hilarious.
Oh my God.
Keeping it real with Rudy. If that's you, in your head, are you like, miss motherfucker?
Who was Rudy? Rudy Sexton?
Hey, Isaiah?
No,
Right.
he's Sexton.
Okay.
He's Sexton. He's like, yo, I'm supposed
The
to be shooting
rookie
this. I'm supposed to be
take
shooting
this
this
game
shot.
winner.
I'm supposed to be shooting the shot. You shot that shot? Motherfucker, I hope you hit the side of the backboard. Is that what's going through your head or like, yo, fuck it, like, I'm trying to win. Team game.
Don't, and you're not,
It's about the front of the jersey,
you
not the back.
retrospect, because now you the old angry
Retrospect
vet.
now.
You the old
Okay, what I'm
angry
supposed
vet.
to
Not angry vet.
Now you're angry vet.
be an angry, want me to be an angry vet?
No, I want you to,
Retrospect what
if
I
you
think.
were playing,
Okay, look. Me right now?
Young Rudy, cover of the game.
No, I'm talking about me now. Me now, like, okay, I pull young fella to the side. Good shot. But
Can't even say that with a straight face.
that's crazy.
Right.
But it's crazy.
next time I ask for the rock, give me the rock. You know what I mean? This is Colin, he run the show, right?
Uh-huh.
Really
So-
fucked up, man.
At that point, I'm like, yo, good shot. Let's celebrate. But
You still mad you ain't get the ball?
Okay, so what's the timing? What's the timing
You know
on
who the
this?
big dog is here. Like,
gotta
yo,
chill.
This is
man.
after the game or this is like the next day of practice? Like, what's the timing on this conversation?
I don't know. Depends on where my temperature is. You know what I mean?
That's crazy, man.
and
That's
also,
crazy.
are you worried about saying that, something like that in the locker room, being that there's all the media around and they could pick that up and run with it? Yo, Rudy Gay has an issue with his teammate over the last second
See,
shot.
this is going back to the NBA and what we are, where we are now. It's like, yo, I remember seeing Blake do something like on like one of them shows, like, yo, you just finished a game, you battling all that, you sweating, you tired, and they put a microphone in front of your face.
He said it on Jimmy Fallon. Yeah.
Yeah. People like you putting a microphone.
For the record, Derrick Rose had an interview with me one time when he was in there and he was exhausted. And I was like, bro, take a breath, breathe. And it turned into this hilarious moment because he did. He took a deep breath. I try to be mindful.
Just like Melo when they poured the water on him. Oh shit! They just, yo, we don't always think we getting watched by everybody, even because we're human. So maybe walking off the court, maybe in the locker room, maybe it depends on where Colin is. Me knowing Colin, it was probably right after the game.
You finished? I know it's your segment, but
Is it? Do you have
finished?
He gonna
Do
be
you
coming
add on to
after
your-
the podcast, he gonna be like, hey, that's my segment.
no, I saw you, dog. No, champ, that's my segment.
We both had this situation
you did your
before.
thing. Yo,
So don't sit here and act like you ain't never had that situation.
What? I ain't mad at nigga making the shot, champ.
What?
No, never.
If he made the shot, you still in the back of your mind, like, yo, I'm taking the next one. It's not like you taking the last
I
shot.
ain't mad at the
you
nigga,
know,
like-
y'all know you listening the wrong way. This is what I'm trying to tell you.
I'm listening wrong.
It's not like I'm happy we won, but
next
it's
time
like,
it happens.
yo,
So
like,
the timing, okay. So you
That's why
saying,
I said bad
I want to
timing.
clarify.
The
So you
timing was
saying
bad.
because you're the guy on the team, you know, and everybody else know you're supposed to have this rock in this moment. Now the young boy comes in, he have a moment, he makes the shot, right? Do you listen?
I'm listening.
You feel the way.
Okay, all right.
So to me, the timing of that would be, nigga, while we on the bus, but now we can laugh and joke it off though. Yo, my nigga, I know you hit that, but we can laugh and joke this shit off.
Okay,
you can't.
that's exactly what I said. That's what I said.
No, I'm saying in Sexton situation, you can't approach a nigga like that.
No, you got it. We won the game, yeah. But at some point, young fella, next time pass me the ball.
Yeah.
Now, I'm thinking, I played with Colin. I know how he is.
You're a good guy, though, bro.
It's hard.
You're a great guy, man. You're a great teammate. No, never.
I came in way mean. Like, I just go with the flow. You trying to make me something I'm not, man. Anyway, I'm Colin Sexton right now. I know him. I've had to calm him down.
Yes.
He's intense.
How you feel if you Collier right now?
If I'm Collier,
rookie, game winner.
Put yourself in his shoes.
It's my first game winner. I'm celebrating. It's my first game winner.
But how you feel if you Collier and niggas ain't fucking, like he ain't fucking with you?
To get an 8-second count just by not passing somebody the ball is crazy.
That is a little
understood.
So it's more than just that. So they obviously something going on. Like I'd rather in a game we trying to win, you rather get an 8-second count than pass me the ball?
I agree. I didn't see the moment, but I'm just going off of.
So it's more than that. So I'd be mad. Like, yo, what we gotta do?
To me, that take balls, nigga, as a rookie to get a turnover with 18 seconds in the fourth quarter to the game. Major turnover as anybody, but as a point guard who was supposed to control my game.
Man.
You got it. That's a no-no. You don't do that.
Summer League next year. You got the 8-second count.
I had the balls. I got the courage enough to come back and take the shot. I got the courage enough to come back and take the shot.
You can do whatever. Shoot 1,000 times in the Summer League.
I like that, rookie.
He got the 8-second count. At the end of the game, 18 seconds left.
Yeah, it was terrible.
That's the reason he shouldn't have the ball in his hands.
Nah, yeah. I mean, I feel Sexton too, though. Like I would have wanted the ball in that situation.
That turnover was egregious.
I'm saying that's obvious though. That's obvious. That's obvious shit.
Talk later, you like, I would have kept that nigga.
That's not obvious shit to have Sexton with the ball in his hands.
What you mean?
With me, that's obvious shit.
I mean, we're not talking about
right. So I don't agree with you barking on me like that.
We're not talking about Boston.
Sexton. Like, don't bark on me like that, nigga. Like, no, we don't do that in the game. And I just made the bucket.
Every team, every city got a guy, bro. He's one of those guys in that city. No matter how good they are with the team, like, the team is. That's Lowry marketing. He didn't play.
Understood. Go bark on the coach.
Then Colin Sexton.
The coach ran the play for me.
Well, at the end?
Yeah, for me.
Okay, well, no, that's different though.
Right. So the coach believed in my.
We're talking about the play before.
That was awful. The turnover was awful. It was awful.
So that's the conclusion of this. That he was still barking about the turnover. He's going to celebrate the game winner.
Absolutely.
He should.
So you supposed to be my man. Like you supposed to be my man, though, Colin. Like.
But you don't know that.
He was still stuck on the turnover. It was only 10 seconds ago.
One championship.
But Colin been in the league.
So you saying they not?
It looked like something going on, don't it?
It looked like Colin wanted that goddamn ball. It wanted the moment.
That's something else.
He was too far in front of the line that he couldn't reel it back with the young nigga. You already done barked on him. Give me the fucking ball. So you can't reel it back at that moment. You got to keep it going.
Man. That same kind of shit.
But
yes,
that's ain't shit, man.
But how about
KD is in Phoenix now?
I ain't fucking with you, Rudy.
Listen, keep it real. Veterans, you know what I'm saying? Like a rookie does this. This is not a guy that's been in the league 5 years and he knows he's gonna get a bucket.
But look at the play.
Is there a hierarchy? He's like, yo, Rook, you don't do that.
Turnover. Right,
the turnover,
nigga, yo, get the ball. Yo, get the ball to who we supposed to have the ball. Who hands the ball is supposed to be in. That's what I'm saying as a vet.
Yeah.
Yo, get the ball to the person it's supposed to be in. Right? It's like you said, it's Collins. That's his situation over there.
Yeah, that's his situation.
Right?
Collins not filling his car with popcorn.
I feel like it's a great situation.
Right. This is what I'm.
Everybody's grown. Will Hardy's evaluating every piece to see who's gonna move forward.
Absolutely.
He's in the game at the end of the game.
Which is why I said, why is it so like, get me the ball? I know Sex could he make shots. He make big shots down the stretch. Yeah, I would have balked on him
in the huddle
on that turnover. I'd have balked on him. Like, nigga.
Like, yo, what the fuck you doing?
I would have barked on him.
18 seconds left on the clock, bro. What the fuck?
If I'm there like this, I'm barking on you.
That was pretty wild.
Again, keeping it real with Rudy, baby. Scenario number 3. we get to the bottom of what's going on in this photo for my guy, you know what I'm saying, from the 2014 Met Gala, you know what I'm saying? What is happening in this photo?
This had the internet in a chokehold.
I've never seen you look like that, bro. What's going on? Like, bro,
you were being sent in group texts all across America to capture.
That's a peculiar look you got there, son.
The look was,
Bro.
oh, this is Rudy's segment.
That ain't my picture. I'll tell you, bro.
What's going? Let's put Rudy in that hat and those glasses.
I'm gonna tell you the real story.
What is you thinking?
I'm gonna tell you the story.
You look at
We know what it looked like. What is it?
bro, I just, you know, I think you were in the middle of looking at who was taking the picture. Like, yo,
Hey, boy, you good.
they caught you with a, you know,
You on to
in
something.
a predicament. You know what I mean?
on to
My
something.
man, you know,
It wasn't a predicament, but you was on to
it
something.
was not. You looking at the person, but you know, I know what you was looking at before. Though.
Let me round the car. Let me round what happened out.
Yeah.
It was after the Met.
Okay.
I think we go to, I think the after party is at, was it Derby or Up and Down? Right?
Mhm.
It was that night. We go in there. We already in there having a good time. Boom, boom. Every time people come in there, a celebrity comes in, the cameras go crazy. The flashes now Up and Down or Derby, whatever it was, it's small in that area. So you see all the flashes. You see, like, it's commotion when you walk in there. I finally walk in and get through the cameras and sit down. Now I found my comfort zone sitting down. I'm not on the top level of the couch. I'm sitting where y'all sitting at, trying to be low.
Yeah.
Ree walks in, cameras go crazy. All you see is white flash. And there's only one way to go. There's only one area to go to. And I'm like, please don't come over here. Please. You know what I mean? I'm in the zone. Please don't come over here. Please don't come over. And I'm like put my head down, and like the flashes is going, so I put my head down and I look up and she's right there posing and the cameras is going and I'm like, like, really? You coming all the way over here? Right. So that was the story, man. That was just like, it was the flash, and I'm like, damn, like, why you come over here? It made it hot over here. It was cool over here where we was at. So that's the story with the meme. You know what I mean?
Story is not as good as the perception.
Nah.
I agree. You know, a lot of times perception is reality. You know, so I never fought it. I never fought the
It
meme.
looked like you couldn't stand up. That's what you look like.
It was, you understand that the area we was in is like,
And you be saying that shit about, yo, I got 5 years, shit, I got 5 years till they stop talking.
the memes is lifetime.
That's gonna live forever.
That is 100%. And that was when memes was first becoming like a thing
You know what I'm
as a
saying?
real photo.
Yeah.
That was a
It's Hall of Fame right there.
You know what I mean?
That's a tough one.
Legendary
y'all
shit.
threw that one in there, production team. That was
You know what I'm
good.
saying?
Yeah, that was crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the gang. You know what it is? It's the number one show in America, goddammit. And this is the number one segment in America. This is fucking with it or fuck out of here, man. And this is the posse cut. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no guests today, man. It's just the gang. You know what I mean? First up, during the fourth quarter of the wild card game between the Eagles and the Packers, the Eagles wide receiver A.J. Brown was shown reading a book called Inner Excellence on the sideline. Well, this is the first time he was caught on camera. It's actually something he's been doing all season, claiming it gives me a sense of peace. That's a book I bring every single game. You know what I'm saying? I always go back to that book every drive and refocus. Okay, so now, are we fucking with or fuck out of here? Using downtime on the sideline to read self-help books instead of looking at the little iPad for the next play.
My first thought when we read this story was he has incredible focus. Because that's entirely too much noise. I'll be reading the same 3 words over and over and over again. Like, I would not be able
Trying to paint the picture.
Man, so does he. He only got through 3 pages of the book. You see, the book is like,
Fair enough.
he didn't read out the book.
Brought it in. He got the front 2 pages.
He goes back to the same passage.
What are you talking about? Yo, come on, man. We at the end of the season, man. You gotta get past the
How
credits.
we know it wasn't the plays in the book, though?
That was the credits.
Because I think he put the page on social.
Well,
He put the page he was reading on social.
I fuck with it.
Refocus with the literature.
You got to understand personnel. Some things works best for certain players.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? You can't try to force a meta world piece of Ron Artest at the time in a box. Like if he on your team, let him do whatever he needs to do to prepare.
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman, Michael Jordan, allow that nigga to do whatever the fuck you need to do to prepare. As long as you come here and you go get these 20 points. 20 rebounds.
Right.
You have to know personnel. AJ Brown may be a guy that really needs to be focused and locked in those moments.
Maybe.
That book probably hit home if you're saying that he always read that book.
Or he could be bluffing.
It's all, I don't think he's bluffing.
I don't think he's bluffing, but I do find it curious that we've not caught this at all this season until now. Because cameras catch everything.
It's playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Shit is magnified.
So how many times have you seen Braun come up, walk to the game with a book?
With the Malcolm X book?
This much read.
You on the prologue?
Nah, I fuck with it, man. If that's what you need to do to get your mind right, inner excellence, man, is what we all about.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying? The book went up 17% in the sales and shit.
I'm going to read the book. I'm going to read it.
Inner excellence.
Let me know.
That shit.
Just give me a page to keep going.
Next episode.
So you fuck with it or don't?
Are you reading? Are you perfecting your inner excellence in between segments?
I agree with Melo in that what works for one person might not work for the next. I'm out. I don't think it's I'm out. I think it's new for the playoffs because I just know cameras wouldn't have missed that. We've been talking about this all season.
They say he do it all. Oh, they do it all the time.
He said he always does.
They vouch for him and say he do it all the time.
It got to be in the tunnel. Something, a towel over it, something. This new playoff energy.
And he been hurt. You know, he was hurt, right? He came back.
Yeah, he was hurt.
You know what I'm saying? So the focus was on Saquon and the reverse Jalen being hurt. You know what I mean? It was focus was somewhere. They wasn't caring about AJ reading a book over there until it mattered.
Right.
Which was the other day.
He's trying to get his book club off the ground, man.
That's
got a book club?
Excellent branding.
Excellent branding.
Trying to get his book club off the
Start a book
ground,
club
man.
on
Start a
second
book
down.
club,
That's
bro.
crazy.
Second down book club.
I fuck with that.
Look at that.
Trademark that.
Hey,
AJ's.
Brown's books, man. Second down.
AJ's book club.
Yeah.
Yo, listen, man. We of a certain generation here. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to put you in that bucket, Monica. But you know,
yeah, I'm out. I want to hear what y'all got to say.
This is an ON conversation. Men of a certain age. You know what I mean?
I'm listening.
I said elder statesman. Will Smith. I called him an old nigga, but hey, here we are. You know what I mean? Speaking of ONs, you know what I'm saying? The Discord with Dipset continues, fam.
ONs.
50 went on Cam show, it is what it is, and criticized Jim Jones for performing at a 50 concert at the height of their internal strife, the beef that they had internally back in the day, if you remember. You know what I'm saying? It's DVD era shit. Now, Jim Jones went on Justin LeBoy's Respectfully podcast and shut down their comments, and he claimed that Cam couldn't put nothing together back then. Oh, boy. On the latest episode of Is What It Is, Cam fired back, "You are from the Bronx, bro. You are not from Harlem. I did not grow up with you. We taught you how to rap, nigga. You ran the whole organization. How you made diplomats? You ain't made none of this. You was a fan. I put you down because you had a free crib and you were a nice guy.
Wow.
That's how you got down originally. Period. Which, by the way, I see how y'all are reacting. Monica's like, yo, this. I see how y'all are reacting. This is the most. Let me tell you, as a 40-year-old man, this is the worst thing you could do to another 40-year-old man is be like, yo, you're not even from here, B. You're not even from this block. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're a hood dude, somebody telling you, yo, you're not even from here, bro. You from over there. You
Past
from
40.
It's like, you know what I mean?
They way past 40.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and just before we started rolling, breaking news.
Add to the saga.
Jim Jones released a freestyle response on Instagram with the caption, "I said what I said. After they laugh at the lies, the truth still hurts." The line taking off from this freestyle is taught me how to rap. Now I'm platinum. Because Cam said that Mace taught him how to rap.
That's a bar, though.
So are we fucking with it or fuck out of here? Rap OGs chirping at each other on the internet. Not up at the radio station freestyling. Not on the Smack DVD.
Because everybody needs to know.
You know what I mean? Like, how do we feel about this? I'm going to just say I don't love it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't.
I'd rather hear you up in Clue. You know what I'm saying?
I know what Dipset meant to me growing up. Right, into the culture. So when you think of Dipset, you think of the trio with all of these under affiliates under Dipset. I don't like the going back and forth, like, because now it starts to get super personal, right? And it's like, nigga, we been in the same crib together. You know what I mean? Regardless of what it was, we did a lot of shit together. Like we built this together. Whatever my role was, whatever your role, we built this together. However way it ended. We all gotta look each other in the eye in the mirror and say, we fucked this up. I don't like the chirping going back and forth because of the friendship. Right. So now it start cutting deep. It's like, I ain't never fuck with you. This is like, you know what I mean? All type of shit that can come up from, that can spur from the Dipset universe. Right, so I don't like it, man. Y'all niggas need to figure that shit out.
Come on,
you know
man,
keep
it offline.
Please,
I don't like it.
Please keep it offline. Like this is.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I can't stand this.
Nah,
we got the peace guy with us now. We don't say like we on peace. We on growth.
Yeah, I don't like this shit though. I don't like it.
What we thought was Dipset might not have been what was really Dipset. So this might just be
towards the end.
Period. I don't know. Like, we don't know. Right?
Nah, it was Dipset was Dipset. Like,
Okay,
as far as like them niggas was locked in at one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I mean, to that point, like at one point, right? Because like if it's one thing I learned, bro, is that the locks is like brothers.
Yeah, but
when they did the locks,
it's not that.
Compare that. Like when you think of Dipset, you talking about 01 to what? 05?
Oh yeah, Heatmakers.
Right? So that's a Dipset. That's kind of they run it. Then everybody kind of start doing their thing. So Cam probably been away from that shit for 15 plus years. Right? For 15 plus years, Cam has a whole new perspective. He done, got away from Dipset or whatever it was, like started doing his own shit, his business, whatever. He ain't thinking about the Dipset the way that Jim may be honoring the Dipset. Right? Jim honor it be differently because he's boots on the ground. He's outside. He's Harlem. He's, you know what I'm saying? Like, no matter where he's from, I didn't even know the nigga was from the Bronx, but no matter where he's from, to me, he's Harlem. Like, he represents Harlem to the utmost, with that respect. So I don't fuck with the chirping. Like, if y'all niggas don't fuck with each other, don't fuck with, Cam and Mace beef. They got back together. They getting money now. They figured this shit out. Now we grown.
Right.
Like, let's get money together. Like, let's figure this out.
Peace God said it himself. Rudy, what you got to say, man?
Man, I don't fuck with it either, man. I mean, I don't know. This whole new like social media stuff is like, yo, I'm not going to go on. I can't even see myself talking in front of a phone, period. So like for me, like for somebody I've been around and traveled with, and and me going on the phone instead of calling them and telling them how I feel, it's just weird to me. I don't fuck with none of it. I think for the next generation, they need to figure out how to come to some kind of I don't know, some kind of understanding or whatever.
It's cool to love you from afar. Like, I don't have to love you the same way, but I still love you, nigga. But it's cool if I love you from Vegas and you love me from Harlem. Like, it's cool, nigga. We ain't got to run cross paths. We ain't got to speak.
But see, like,
I love you over here, nigga, but we ain't gonna be on the same page.
How we grew up, how I grew up. I know that's probably how you grew up and probably how you grew up. Maybe even you, Monica, is like, yo, if this somebody was my man, you know what I'm saying, that y'all know was my man, and if somebody outside asks me about him, they don't need to know everything I'm going through with him.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we can still.
But we learn from them niggas. They older than us. My point is that going back and forth, chirping and shit at this point, like we all, y'all all successful in your own way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Cam, you done moved on and did your thing and you building some shit that's groundbreaking in the industry.
Right.
Jim, you doing your own thing in the streets, you doing your music, you got lobby boys, you got you in the hood, you got your charity, you got all the shit that you kind of bring, you revitalizing, yourself as far as the music side of things. You're going to get artists, you building your shit so we can love each other from afar, man. Y'all niggas leave that
they
shit alone.
They need to patch
we
that
too
up,
old
man.
to be on that
Please
big
patch
We
it
too
up.
old.
Yeah,
Big back and forth.
Oh my God.
The music too good, man. Different Black Community was my album. I still play that.
man.
man, leave that
Don't
shit
fuck
alone.
that up. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh,
if
it's
you are-
fucked up. It is what it is. I'm just saying, like, we could continue going this path,
Right.
and we ain't gotta speak on each other.
Nah, it's
no
fucked
more.
up now. It's over.
I can't.
Because if this track's over, I'm like,
to the point where it's like I don't like. Now I gotta act like I don't
wanna
even
fuck
know
with
you.
nah, I'm not fucking with
This
it.
is-
man.
Right? I gotta act like I don't even know you now.
Right. That's the wild shit.
what? Like,
Like,
Please.
well,
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? Up next, we got Complex, you know what I'm saying? Released this list of 25 best video games in all of sports history. And coming in at number 2 was NBA 2K11. The only game
11.
to top of 2K11. Though I'm trying to remember who's on the cover. The only game to beat it.
Jordan?
Jordan? Oh, it was Mike.
Oh, that's when he came back.
Oh yeah, come on now.
Came
You
back
know
to the
what time it is.
games.
Stop playing.
in a Wizard.
DeAndre Jordan?
Yeah, nah, bro.
You talking about he came back like
Nah, remember he wasn't on video games forever.
oh the license.
Yeah, the license.
Oh,
He finally-
you know, kudos to us, Shan. We did that deal, you know what I mean, with the CBA and all that.
I think it might be the first time in history that somebody said Jordan and somebody's responded, who? DeAndre Jordan?
Nah, he trolling. He's
It wasn't
trolling.
a jab, it was just No, nigga, you said he came back. Like I'm looking at 2K11.
Jordan came back twice. Why
Not
can't they-
11, nigga.
11 is nuts. He would have came back at 11 to what? To play Baccarat, bro?
I ain't playing. Fuck that. I ain't playing. That nigga coming back at 11. Nigga 60, man.
That's crazy. It better be PGA 2K. Get the fuck out of here. The only game to top it, though, was NFL 2K5. That means that 2K11 beat out all other classic basketball games,
Ooh.
including NBA Jam. We know that shit well. Boom Shakalaka. And NBA Street Volume 2.
Oh.
So fuck with it or fuck out of here. 2K11 is the best basketball video game ever.
Again, this is just for y'all. I watched my cousin play video games, and that was about it. And an ex.
Like I
And
said,
that
I
was
gotta
it.
switch up to
2K
Animal Crossing and shit.
video games.
Like,
You remember 2K11? With
Nah.
MJ on there? That was the black
I do
the
remember.
black
I do
cover.
remember.
so let me give you some facts.
I
Let me
think it
give-
had two covers,
let me
right?
give you- yeah. You was tied for 35th with an 81 overall. You know what I'm saying? Melo was tied for 5th with a 93 overall. You know what I'm saying?
I just missed top 75s, huh?
right there.
Where my jacket at?
It's right there.
Top 100 jacket, man.
It's right there. It could be
Let me
argued.
get my top 100 jacket,
It could
man.
be argued. You know what I'm saying?
Dope in
Yeah,
2K.
2K.
Holla at me, man.
Gave you top 75
Top
jackets.
100.
Yeah, for
Top
video
100,
games.
Top 100, man.
Come on, all time. Stop playing with
This
him.
means something to me, man. Let me get my top hat.
Yo,
Let me get my
that's a
top
fact.
100 jacket, man.
Yo, the Rudy Gay mini game in 2K was nasty, bro. Unstoppable.
Stole
You know what
all
I'm saying?
Melo's moves.
2011.
Oh man. So I mean, to me, it's a fuck out of here just because of nostalgia. Because to me, NBA Jam will always be it for me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
especially when I found out you could do a little code and play with like Fresh Prince and Jazzy Jeff and shit like that. Like, yeah, you can have
Yeah,
like
go
hidden
play that
characters and shit. That to me was it. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just like, you know, arcade fun shit.
2K11. Like NBA Street was dope because it was different. Like it was
Yeah.
like a new play on like the evolution of
Right.
NBA Jam in a sense that we just you took it to the park.
Right.
That I think that
That
was
shit was
dope.
trash, son.
Nah, that was
Niggas was
dope.
doing cartwheels in the game.
Yeah,
son.
That was crazy.
Yeah,
That
shit
was
whack.
crazy. The cold wheel dunkers.
Nigga,
Like,
you three in one hand like
Jam,
that.
nigga. You like NBA Jam. You shoot a three, nigga, go and block your shit out the air. Like,
You start niggas with a jump shot, you end up like this.
come on, man. It was street ball. It was street ball. I'm biased because I was on the cover. You know what I'm saying?
I was about to say, I was like, yo,
I'm biased.
pull up the Live 05 cover.
And NBA
05.
Street.
Yeah.
I was on the first one.
Yeah, baby, look at
The new
NBA
concept.
Street.
Come on. Because you
This
shit
is
me.
how I see it. NBA Street was the anti-NBA Live. You feel me? This was
Right.
like, we gonna get like
This is
D-Wade
like-
or somebody NBA Live, nigga. We gonna put you on NBA Street, nigga. Like, you represent something.
They had you with the, on this one, they had you with the headband. On the street, they had you with the
I
do-rag
thought I
on.
made it at that point.
You was ragged up on there?
This when I was young and ain't no
So you
better.
cut the braids. You let the braids go for the promo.
Yeah.
Was it like, yo, it's time to let these go? Or was it like,
As athletes, we be going through shit. And it's like,
Word.
I was, you again, you talk about all of that, that stops, that era, that moment of the Olympics, stop stitching, and all of the bullshit. It's like, the hair gotta go, nigga. That's the first thing gotta go. Like, we gotta figure this out. So it was more so of that. I was already going to cut it, and then Live was coming out. I think it was 2K Live or one of them that was promoting the video game. And we made it to where as though my man beat me in the video game. If I lost, I had to cut my hair. So it was more pro, it was more strategize with the team. But yeah, I lost and I had to cut my hair. So that was the content.
Fuck what the fuck out of here. 2K11 is the best basketball game of all times.
Nah.
No for me. No for Melo. Monica says she prefers Mario Kart.
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man, you say we old?
First of all, relax. I ain't saying nobody's old. I just didn't play video games. Pac-Man is a classic. Thank you.
That is a classic.
Pac-Man is a prehistoric video game.
Bro, it's
NBA
simple.
Live 05.
I don't do that.
NBA Live 05.
I think there might be a little bit
Monica
about
favorite game is Snake on the
Listen, man, this is 7 p.m. in Brooklyn, goddammit. It's a Wave of Sports and Entertainment original. He got a Nokia phone. This show is presented by FanDuel. Subscribe to the YouTube and podcast channels. Like, rate, and review. Support the Kid Mero, the human direct flat man. Signing off. We got the wave god Rudy Gay in the building. Monica McNutt, reporter at large. You know what I'm saying? And goddammit, the peace god himself, Carmelo Anthony. You know what I'm saying? We will see y'all soon. You know what I mean?
Peace.